They,
You know, it's probably gonna happen.
I know it's gonna happen, and it's gonna crack me up. Bowser. I must admit. Ooh, Spain and Argentina.
It's a Bowser's Castle, but it's not the one we wanted.
Oh wait, there was a new one. Bowser's Castle wasn't there?
Yeah, and like,
Okay.
I mean, there's already like what 4 or 5 Rainbow Roads in here, so you know, it was about time we got another Bowser's Castle.
Yeah, I mean, because there's a fuck ton of.
Oh, there is. There's easily a ton of them. I've not played Mario Kart in over a month. The driving is atrocious.
It's only been a month since I played this last.
I think so.
I think it's been a bit longer than that.
Whenever the last time we streamed it, so.
Okay, all right. It's just that's the withdrawal talking.
When we get in Mario Kart 10.
After 9.
Well, after 9, but since we're not getting 9, yeah.
So straight to Mario Kart X.
Yeah,
Mario Kart X. There we go.
I'll take the Microsoft route and just skip 9. Yeah.
Oh God. I swear, Xbox needs to hire some people with naming, because like their naming schemes are not the greatest. Them and AMD.
What's wrong with AMD?
Their graphics cards, their naming for graphics cards, not the biggest fan of them.
I was gonna make a joke about it.
AMD graphics cards anyway.
I got an AMD graphics card.
Oh, unfortunate for you.
No, dude. No.
I mean, they're better prices. You can't deny that.
It's okay. Everyone went to AMD because no one could ever find a RTX card.
Actually, that's exactly why. Because I could find. Oh my God, I'm already blanking on the card. I was gonna make a joke, but I don't even remember what the name of my card is. It's an AMD card.
Proving my point.
Well, that's why. That's why I had to admit it, because I couldn't remember what my card was. But then, in my defense, I really haven't played PC games since I built this computer again.
Let's go play some Starfield. You know, greatest game of the generation.
I mean, I gotta play Baldur's Gate first. I'm waiting for that map. Like, I started Starfield, and I'm like, all right, this is kind of cool. It's like kind of a Fallout in space. Okay, cool. And I was like, where's the map at? I need to sell some shit. Oh God, where's the map at? I need to sell. I'm over encumbered. I'm very slow.
It'll come in the first DLC thing in like 2024 sometime, and.
Perfect. I'll play it then.
Exactly.
God, I know. Poor me. I have to wait on playing a game in 2023.
I know, right? Because there's just so many. Ow! She said not go the way I thought it was.
Jesus.
Wow, I did terrible this round. Woo! That was bad. First match. That was terrible.
Oh, is this?
I bet the Portal sales sell more than Xbox consoles.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I don't know. I don't know, because I feel like, and this is kind of my tinfoil hat theory, I don't think Sony made very. Oh, fuck me. I saw a new map, and what did I do? I hit random. God damn it. Sorry.
Don't worry. I will pick up your mistake.
Let's say everyone choose a new one. I have a feeling Sony didn't make enough of them because they didn't expect a whole lot of people wanting it. So I imagine it's going to be a bit of a shortage for a bit. But I can believe Portals sell fairly well. If only because
it will 100% sell well here in Japan. I know that for a fact because it's been sold out for over a month now, in every retail place you can.
It's sold out everywhere here too.
Yeah.
But it's weird seeing people talk about the Portal, because it's just like they clearly. I mean, yes, okay. Naming aside, you would assume it could be like a Steam Deck. I 100% get that. But Sony came out, in their defense, they did come out and say like, look, this is what it is, right? This is what it does, and it's clearly for people who only have one TV in the household, and it gets used, and so they need to be able to they want to play it, at least not having to hook up the TV, or just play it in a different room. Like I can tell you right now, I can't speak for American households, all of them at least, but in terms of whether it's an apartment, a actual house here in Japan, it is literally made for a Japanese household, just the way it is. Like, it's not, because it's not meant to be taken on the train, even though you see a Switch being played every other train that I go on. But that is exactly what it's made for. So would it be awesome if you could take it offline and be able to do that? Oh, absolutely, 100%. But that is just what they made. So
I think with the latest stuff with Steam Deck, then you got the Legions and then all that stuff from like Asus and whatnot.
That Asus
It's
one,
like,
I kind of want that actually. I tried it out at TGS. It's actually a good little system.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
big
the
system.
Legion Go as well.
I see what you did there.
Both of them are really good. But with all that stuff coming out, it's like Steam Deck and Nintendo Switch, if that ever gets a new one, and then stuff, it's like the Portal. It's like to me, it would be like that's something. Oh, I can take this on the go. Because Sony likes to advertise their remote play, and like you can play your PlayStation anywhere as long as it's in standby.
Okay.
And it's like, well, with the Portal, you can't unless you want a mobile data tether. Which, if you go over your limit, then have fun paying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
I
really a
know
problem in
they-
other
it
countries. I
is
feel like
good
that's an
for, like,
American
strictly
problem for the
in-home.
tether.
Well, I mean, it is Sony's biggest market.
I know. I know. And Hydros and I were talking about that earlier. That it's not a problem in other countries, but on the flip side, America is the biggest market right now. So
Yeah, from a
But I
consumer
do agree that
standpoint.
it's good for in-home only.
Oh, for sure,
That-
sure.
That's fine.
My thing
I would
is,
want one.
I mean, yeah, it's a cool piece of tech. I'll give it that. I if it was cheaper, like I'd probably buy it on clearance just for shits and gigs, just because it looks like a fun little toy. But I'm curious from a consumer standpoint, somebody who's not paying attention to video games and that, if they'll pick it up and think it's an actual handheld. Right?
I guarantee you,
the
some probably
marketing for
have.
it?
Probably some have.
Oh, that's what I'm curious if we're gonna see it at Backlash next, I don't know, a couple of months.
Or you see a
why
bunch
I
of,
said
or you
they
see a
should've
bunch of
waited.
used versions of them at stores and everything.
Exactly.
That's why-
The parents bought it for little Timmy, and it all of a sudden doesn't work with other PS5 that they don't own.
Yeah.
So
I mean, apparently, from what Bobby told me, is that they're gonna incorporate cloud gaming into that. But even then, like, that's if it's at home, sure. On the go, cloud gaming sucks.
Yep.
And only is good if you have good internet. If you have mid-tier to low-tier internet, then you
Well,
probably
you
aren't
just
gonna
described
enjoy
half
yourself.
the U.S. right there. So
I would even in ideal conditions, you're telling me you can play streaming cloud gaming on a mobile connection, like a cell phone mobile connection. I just can't believe that. The latency has to be through the roof.
My comparison, I played Stadia on my phone. It
Mm-hmm.
was trash. So Google, being the biggest company in the world, can't get that. And I had good internet too. I had like 200 down. That should be plenty enough.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time I had 200 down, but no, did not do well. I don't know if that was the Stadia app though. It could be a multitude of different things. That
yeah,
Oh,
they're
for sure.
definitely a
that.
multitude of things.
So-
it could have been.
On PC, Stadia was fine, so I'm chalking it up to most likely the app and some other stuff here and there, but it was awful. But my thing is, like, if you could already do this remote play stuff if you had a PlayStation 5. You need a PlayStation 5 to use it anyway. So if you have a PlayStation 5, you have a DualSense. If you have a phone, tablet that can use remote play, you're already set to already do that. You don't need
Exactly.
to spend the extra $200. I like the form factor though. I do like that. Obviously, it's not like I'm not holding an iPad in my hands like that. But if you have like the backbone or something like that, like the little controllers that go on the iPhones and stuff, they
Yeah.
actually do make it for the Android now. So boom, and it's only $100 if you have but you need the phone, obviously.
Right. Yeah. So, which one do you want to pay first, the phone or the PS5? Right.
Well, that's what I was getting at. If you have the $200 and you're like, I'm gonna get the PlayStation Portal if you have a PlayStation 5, it's like, or save your money, get an iPad or something, and have a nice bigger screen to take with you places, and just bring your DualSense controller with you. Like, you can get an iPad Mini for like $400,
They still
and you
make
have
them
more functionality out of an iPad, or even an Android tablet for that matter. Doesn't have to be an iPad.
Yeah, any mobile tablet work at this point.
I would just say iPad because their shit just works all the time.
Well, I mean, at this point, I feel like the whole Android tablet area bottomed out. Like there just
Android's
isn't a thing
ecosystem
anymore.
is kind of not
that's
unified at all
kind of
anymore.
it's it's effectively it's Samsung. It's Samsung and Google at this point. No, everyone else is built at this point. LG's gone. Sony's been gone.
Sony phone.
OnePlus is doing fine. Their folding phone is probably the best and cheapest folding phone. It competes with the Galaxy Fold 5, so, and has a better specs than the Galaxy Fold 5 at a cheaper price.
I mean, that's how.
And has a better hinge.
Yeah. No, folding phones would be cool. I just give it a couple more years. I think. I just like, if I have my nail and I know I'll do it. If I hit my nail on it, it's like, oh, dented forever. And it will bug me. I can't. It'll bug me. It's like, I bet it's just T-Mobile, send me another one. Let's go. And people are going out of their way, like, for like 200, 250, 200, 250, something like that. People are going out of the way to get like PS Vitas now, and like, because you can jailbreak them and do all that kind of stuff with them now. And even like the PSP Go for the smaller form factor can still do all that stuff too with it. It's like people are buying those. It's like, Sony, why did you not just make the Portal one of these? Have a lot more functionality, maybe $250 to $300. People would probably still buy it and still be at least somewhat affordable. It's actually Switch range territory, to be honest.
Is it cheaper to make, probably?
Well, I was saying Switch range, like if they just basically made the Vita but inside the Portal, but can do PS5 capabilities, or can do something of the sort. You could still remote play with your PS5, obviously, but
I know,
you have a lot more functionality to it.
It's cheaper. That's why. I mean, that little Portal does not have much inside of it. Like, there's barely anything inside of it.
It's the bare minimum of a tablet. Like, you don't even have a web browser. That's another problem. I saw that people were talking about, like, what if you go to a hotel and you have to like do like the I accept when you like go into the Wi-Fi? It's like, how are you gonna do that on the Portal?
Can't?
No, because at this point, aren't you supposed to lug your PS5 along with you? Don't you have to be on a local network for it to even work?
I heard that as long as you're on a Wi-Fi connection, you can remote play from anywhere.
Yeah, you can remote play from anywhere.
I thought it was you had to be on the local network.
Everyone thought that originally, and then
it's a good in-home device. Like, if you're trying to advertise it as take it anywhere you can go, that's where cloud gaming is gonna fall apart for this.
Yeah. Okay. I genuinely thought it was a local network. I didn't realize you could go over the internet.
And that's why I was like talking about mobile data. If you want to tether your phone to it and you're on the go, well, that's just a lot more money. You might as well have just brought your PS5 with you.
Right. Yeah.
Buy you one of those things that sit in the car, like one of those old little TV sets that you hook up in the car, just play in the car.
They gotta make one of those
big battery bank.
Remember those TV, like those screens you put on the console itself? Like they had them for like the PS2, GameCube, and stuff. They should make one of those for the PS5.
When I saw it back in the day, I think it was for the PS3 days. It was the PlayStation monitor TV thing that looked like a PSP kind of in shape. If anyone remembers.
Oh, wait, you're talking the one that was like the 3D screen one? That one?
Yeah, I
remember that.
One of those. It looks so cool.
And those are cool until you saw it was only a 24-inch screen. I'm like, oh.
That until you saw
24-inch
crap the quality was.
Yeah, it was super expensive, and a 24-inch screen. I'm like, I'm good.
I mean, it was a 3D screen, right? So it could do 3D capability.
Sure, but I mean,
that was its selling point. And
yeah, no, it was. It was like that the active shutter.
It was expensive then too.
Oh yeah.
Well, all TVs were pretty much expensive back then.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anything about expensive TVs until you've lived over here. So
just import it. I'm sure shipping, even with shipping, quite cheap.
I'd have to look on Amazon actually for that. Actually, now I'm tempted to do that, but not during a race, obviously.
All right, get yourself an 86-inch OLED. There we go. Now we're talking.
I mean, I got my 55-inch OLED
$9,000.
LG for half price at Costco just because they were having a deal with LG that particular week. I got lucky. My TV normally over here would have cost me the equivalent of almost $1,500.
That's expensive, and that's cheap for an OLED.
Yeah,
OLED. Like that's like even top OLEDs now are that price now. They've come down a lot.
That's why I didn't get an OLED when I got it. Yeah, no, I feel like LG's still top dog for OLED televisions. I feel like Samsung really never caught a whole lot up. And then
Samsung's still there. They're still
you know,
fun,
for
LG
sure,
does have the OLED down very well.
LG's where you like usually gets the top marks for OLED of the year screen stuff.
My dad did like it when he came out to visit me back in March. He was just like, man, your TV's nice. Now I want an OLED. And then my mom just turns to him and goes, no, you already have a nice 55-inch TV. My dad's like, yeah, but we can make it bigger though. And she's like, no.
Exactly.
95-inch. Like,
yeah, 95-inch. Come on.
And going to Costco sucks. Like, oh, it's only a couple thousand. 86-inch television OLED. Fuck yeah. No, my issue right now
the TV
is
fell and it broke. We have to get another one.
Oh shit.
Don't worry, Mom.
Well.
Just take your paintings off the wall and you can put the big TV on there. See, easy peasy.
Actually, it's funny is they have
right now on Amazon.
like
if you want a 65-inch, like 2023 OLED LG, $1,500.
1,500
for a 65-inch. For a 55-inch, it's under $1,000. Well, not like little under $1,000, but yeah,
a little under $1,000.
Like $996 is what it says.
What about like a 22 edition or 21 edition, like 2021 or 2022 edition?
Whoa, you gotta be careful because HDMI spec and everything too.
Right.
Because I think 2021 is when HDMI 2.1 came out.
I believe so.
It's trying to get popular at least.
Oh, nothing new. Okay, random it is.
Because I'm hosed with that. My television can do 120 hertz, but my receiver can't. It's because it has old HDMI spec.
I remember seeing these like the bendable screens.
Oh,
I'm waiting for that to become
dude, the way they do that and it clicks, it makes me think I'm gonna break it.
That's like building a PC and watching the motherboard flex. Yeah, I don't want that. I'm not gonna touch this television. If it does anything, that's bad. It's bad. It's probably me broke. Don't touch my television.
65. Oh, that's 21. Oh, let's see. 77-inch OLED right here. 2022. $30,000. Who wants it?
Fine, 3,000. Shit, that's nothing. Massive screen.
And there's literally a 2023 right above it. That's $1,500 and 65 inches. Like half the price.
Wait, where are you looking? Like Best Buy or something?
Amazon.
Oh, Amazon.
Yeah. I've always been skeptical of buying like monitors and any type of screen on Amazon because it's all the negative reviews are all about the screens coming in damaged. Like, you gotta pray that like your delivery person doesn't like hate you or something, or is not having a bad day.
And then when it inevitably is broken, now you have to somehow ship it back. Whereas like Best Buy or something, or just your local place.
Amazon would be like, yo, you better, I'll bring it to the warehouse nearby. Like, I'll do that. Just, you better take it. And I'm not paying for it being shipped back. You got this.
I swear this is an American only thing. Like all these stories, and I've seen it all over where, you know, terrible Amazon delivery or, you know, package damage and all this stuff. And I'm like, I've never once had that in Japan. And I don't think I've heard about it in other countries. I could be completely wrong, but
I don't think someone doesn't watch enough Ring videos of FedEx guys just boot kicking all the packages
but again,
on the doorstep.
FedEx is in the States. It's not in other countries, last I checked.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. It's an American problem.
Yep.
But it makes for some great ass YouTube.
I will say, out of every screen type of thing I've gotten, nothing's been damaged. Everything's worked. So I've not had that problem, thankfully. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Jump around 3 times, you know.
Likewise. I'm not sure I've ever actually ordered a monitor or a television screen. I think I usually just get them from Best Buy. They price match it there.
Monitors I've bought here. I've bought on Amazon here. The TV I bought at Costco. Everything else is in between, either picking it up in person or ordering it online, just because it's vastly easier. Plus, we don't have like the equivalent of doing the whole Best Buy thing. I don't have a car, so it's easier just to get shipped here.
Well, it's not like my giant ass television will fit my car either. I had to get my dad to go get his pickup to go pick up my last television.
Oh, it's 65 inches too small.
It is. I'm kind of looking at about 75 or an 80 inch next. Gotta get that movie theater experience.
You best have it by the time I come visit again.
Let's see here. If you want a 100-inch TV from Amazon.
All right, so at some point I'm just gonna be like, you know what? It's time to get a projector. It's time to get a projector. Is London Loop new?
No.
If you want a Samsung 98-inch OLED TV, what is this? 2023. $5,000. That's marked down. That's half price.
That's actually not too bad.
That actually doesn't sound terrible.
That's marked down from $8,000.
From
its original price is $8,000.
Is it 4K or 8K?
4K.
Okay.
HDR plus.
Yeah, if it was 8K, it definitely would be higher.
Because like 8K,
I don't think anyone ever needs 8K.
Don't worry, that's what the next consoles are gonna do. They're gonna ignore 60 FPS.
What are we talking about? The PS5 box had 8K on it. My PS5 has 8K on the box, or I demand my 8K resolution. Which, yeah.
Honestly, unless you're like a millionaire, 8K is like useless and pointless.
8K is for a movie theater screen, which is like what, 200-300 inches or something.
Even movie theaters don't even have 8K. They have projectors.
Well, 8K projectors.
Well, I'm gonna steal the projector.
With their like 300 gigabyte hard drives for the movies. That's how they store them now.
No, I literally saw like a TikTok of them that their movie theater still uses the film.
Oh, I mean, have you seen IMAX film reels? Those are massive.
Yeah, they are.
And they use Palm Pilot like emulators and stuff because back like they never updated past Palm Pilots, so they have these emulators on the screen things. It's weird.
I can't remember the last time I went to a movie theater.
What? You don't go to movie theaters anymore, Tallen?
I just haven't.
No, they're a waste of money. I'm not paying $15 for a candy bar.
Don't
well, not just that. I mean,
sneak the candy bar in. That's how you do it.
I mean, okay, the whole food thing. Yeah, it's not that hard to sneak food in. Like that's not a secret. But no, it's just I think a lot of it is also just the fact that a lot of movies here, like even if I was interested in seeing them, they come out like 2 to 3 months later here, unless they're very specific movies. Yeah. So
this is why we just need to go straight to streaming immediately.
We practically are. I mean, there's a lot of movies where it's like streaming and
then they suck.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, drive-in.
It's fun. I feel like those are actually kind of making a comeback just to the novelty of it all. So
yeah, I mean, they're probably not gonna play freaking the Marvels on it. Like,
oh, I mean, with how bad it's doing, why
like
not?
Bambi or something on it.
No, I remember going like this dates myself, I guess. I remember going to see it was a drive-in, and it was to go see like I think the third Jurassic Park and Planet of the Apes, the Tim Burton one, and they also had Jen Silent Bob going. I was like probably 10 or 11 or something.
Yeah,
and I kept turning around. I kept turning around trying to watch the Jane Silent Bob. My parents were like, no, stop looking at the Jane Silent Bob. Watch Jurassic Park. But yeah, no, and you had to listen to the radio and it sounded like ass and everything. It's like, am I paying this much money at least to make this sound decent? Damn, radio's not it. Room Ridge, or as I like to call it.
How do you expect them to make the sound better? You want them to run an aux cord all the way to your car?
Oh, baby, yes.
Every car?
Yes.
No. It's like every spot would be like a Tesla station, basically. Charge your car, plug the aux cord.
Hey, you're onto something. Drive-in movie theaters while you charge your car.
No.
Yeah, you have to wait 20 minutes to charge your fucking car anyway.
I don't want an electric car.
That's enough time for an episode of Invincible. There you go.
Oh, I have to watch that.
I think the new episode's out today or tomorrow. I don't know. But I don't know whatever day the episode comes out.
I'll happily pay for gas for my truck, thanks.
Yeah, likewise. That's why I bought a gas guzzler car this year. I'm not gonna.
I thought your car got good mileage to the gallon.
No, so I went from a V6 to a 4-cylinder, and the 4-cylinder is worse MPG than my V6 did. Because it just keeps the turbo spooled the whole fucking time. Also, I just hoon it around town. So it's partially my fault.
I mean, you really don't drive much anymore as much as you do.
Nope.
This is definitely a luxury for you.
Oh, it's a luxury car, and it's a luxury to drive it around.
But even going to get food, it feels like a chore. It's like, it's just DoorDash.
I don't even do that. I just have freezer food. I'm like, fuck, I don't even care. Just drop in there for.
I run out of groceries. Like, hey, DoorDash, let me.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Fucking Food Lion. Let's go.
It's true. Oh, there's some cool shows coming though. Yeah, Invincible's out here soon, if not already out, and the new Scott Pilgrim anime. It's pretty fun.
I thought Invincible's already started.
It is.
It has already started.
Yeah, it's weekly episodes.
Oh, it's weekly. God, fucking Amazon. Again with that shit.
Well, it's only. Well, I mean, dude, it gets you to come back every week.
Didn't
That's
do
why
that
they
for
do it.
season 1?
Yeah,
they probably did. That's how I binge shows. By binge, I mean I just watch a couple episodes each day. So I usually wait till the season's over. That's how I watch anime too. Just wait till it's over.
Here's episode 3 of Invincible. I already got it. Let's go.
Shit! All right. Okay, I didn't realize it was that long on for that long. Unless they did like that whole 2-episode thing the first week, then one more.
I did binge
Season
read
3
the
just
entire
episodes I just
Invincible comic line.
It's not that long, is it?
150 issues, I think.
Okay.
But you have to remember, comics are longer than your typical like manga chapter or something like that.
Oh no, it came out like 15 years ago.
2004.
What? It was even earlier than that. Okay, because I remember reading it back after I finished. Because I started reading comics when Scott Pilgrim came out, the original one.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the only one. I read that, and they had like a sister comic with it too. It was Invincible and like Unredeemable. Maybe it might have been related. I always got it mixed up though.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they'll get an Invincible season 3. So I'm starting to see what happens when they get to around the middle area where the
pacing in season 2 is like good, like not dragging on or anything like that.
Well, they've skipped. There's a few things that they have they've added in like way earlier than it did in the comics. So
was the pacing bad in the first season? I didn't think it was that.
I don't think it was bad. I think it was just they had a lot of.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Because I mean, I will say I remember going. The beginning was a bit slow, but then it goes hard in the end. So maybe I guess it might be decent bad pacing.
I think it was.
I enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to it. I love the show. I thought it was great. I mean, to me, as long as it's better than the Witcher shows, fine with me.
The Witcher's bad only because what's his name left.
Well, no, it was bad even prior to that. Like, I feel like the whole show, with like the showrunners went out of their way to fuck it up, and Henry Cavill is the only reason why that show is pretty solid, despite how much they tried to fuck it up.
Fought to keep it as
and so that's why I'm worried about the next one. I'll probably give it a whirl, but it probably is going to be way worse than what we have now.
Even if Henry Cavill's not in it, it's not even worth it anymore.
Yeah, he is does make that show for me. He was really good, Geralt.
Got my parents to watch that show, like my parents, like Lemon. You know my parents. The fact that they watched it is.
I was kind of surprised by how. I mean, that strikes me as a bit of a hardcore show for your parents, so I'm kind of shocked.
There's that. They also watched the Last of Us TV show, like every time I talk to them, they're just like, oh yeah, have you ever heard about this? And I'm sitting here going like, yes. Comes from video games.
Played it years ago.
Yeah.
How is the show? Have either of you watched it? The Last of Us?
I didn't play the games.
I didn't really
play the games.
So. Exactly. And I just don't feel like buying HBO Max because there's nothing really else to watch on.
Called Max now.
We buy.
Well, actually, I still got it. I heard the spinoff of Game of Thrones wasn't bad. The House of Dragon.
House of Dragon, I heard was actually pretty good from what I heard.
My brother was raving about it, so it's way better than the. I dropped off of Game of Thrones like a 3 or 4 or something when I moved down to my parents' house, and I feel like paying for HBO.
Haven't like half those streaming system or services now come out and been like, yeah, we don't make a profit or anything anymore?
Well, subscription services. Yeah, subscription services were never gonna be a good value proposition.
Oh yeah, no, I know that. I just find it interesting.
It would be worth if there weren't 30 billion of them.
That too.
What? And I think that's what Netflix is finding out as the OG.
Apple, just buy them all. Just put them all on Apple TV.
I will say Apple TV has put out a lot of shit I want to watch, which is bizarre to me because I feel like they kind of came out just stumbling, and they have a lot of good shows on there now.
There's a movie coming out this in December on Apple TV. It has Mark Wahlberg in it. It was called The Family Plan. That looks interesting. I want to see that.
I've heard that one, but I'm like a year behind them. So I just realized they put out a show version of the book Silo, which I thought was really the book.
Oh,
I haven't watched the
Silo.
show.
Yeah.
It's I forgot what they called. I forgot what the show's called. I think it's no, Silo's the name of the show. The book was called Bold. That's what it was.
Silo and Hijacked are two shows I thought were interesting.
I'll re-sign up when Severance season 2 comes. I love Severance. That was a great show.
Well, I think isn't that another issue with when it comes to subscription services is that they want people to be subscribed, you know, for the long haul, but people obviously will sign up when something comes out and then they quit, and then they'll come back if something new comes out that they are actually generally interested in.
100%, but they need
that's
to.
That's why movie theaters need to go away. That problem gets solved that way.
I mean, I imagine
offer early, you know, like games have like, oh, play the game early if you get the Ultimate Edition or whatever. Literally, they could do here, buy the movie for like $15, and you can watch it 3 days in advance before it's out streaming for everybody.
Actually, don't give him that idea. That's a great idea for him because it cuts out
I would
theaters
pay for
altogether. It cuts out theaters altogether.
I feel like the movie theater business is going to fight tooth and nail until they are dead in the ground.
They don't make that much money anyway.
Yeah, no, I feel like
they make all their money comes from the concessions.
Concessions, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like where their money comes from. To be honest, turn them into like clothing stores or something. It's more useful than what they do.
Well, no, I mean, there's this. I mean, people like going to movie theaters just as as an event kind of thing. Just do that. Go all in on the whole like dinner and a film kind of thing. Because I mean, the higher end theaters, they bring out booze for you. They have food and stuff. Like, just go that route. Like,
yeah, it would be.
You have to show new movies, show older movies too. Like, people love watching the same movie over again.
That would be great to go to the movie theater, like dinner and a movie. That'd be great if most of the population did not struggle to pay rent.
Well, sure. I mean, it's an event. What I'm getting is it's not like how it's way too expensive to go to a movie theater to keep up with all the goddamn new movies. Like, streaming is about the only thing most people have anymore because it's too fucking expensive to go to movie theaters.
What they need to do with streaming is combine them all into one, have Apple buy them out, something, just put them all into one something, and then you can do what Netflix is trying to do. Yeah, you go the multiple screen thing. Make like family bundle plans to where you can add people. You know, like you can add people to
Like Spotify or something.
Apple has a Apple One subscription. You can add like Apple family members too and stuff into yours. Just basically do that, but for everything. And it's a little bit more money, but you can have more people and everyone can watch it. You don't have to pay like an extra $15 just for one person. But and then everything's in one place, and then you do the early access movies for like $15-20. Heck, make it $30. I don't care. And Apple would do it.
Oh, for sure.
And then plus Apple gets that cut of the Apple Pay. Like they see, look smart right there. Apple getting that, raking in that money.
Apple listening on this stream right now. All right,
hey, Tim Cook. Not Tim Cook. It's not Tim Cook. It's not what
Tim Cook. Yeah.
Is it Tim Cook?
It is Tim Cook. I'm just so used to calling him Tim Apple now that
Tim Cook. Yeah, it's like Tim Cook. Yo, I got some ideas. Let's talk. Come on, I got you.
Yeah,
I want half at least.
With the whole China thing falling through for him, he needs that money revenue.
I mean, the iPhone numbers for people here in the United States is insane now. Like everyone's
nothing
away from Apple. I mean, Android.
Well, I don't know.
Android 12 and 13 ruined Android for me.
Yeah,
those systems, those updates just were awful.
I used to be a hardcore Android guy for most of the time I was using smartphones, and that around like 5 or 6 years ago, I was like, I'm tired.
You made the jump.
I made the jump, yeah. I was like, because I'm just tired of not getting fucking updates. I had not only fight with the manufacturers of the phones, I had to go fight with the carriers who didn't want to push the updates. So it's like, fuck this. I want to get some security updates. I'm tired because I do sensitive stuff on this phone. Like I have my email on it, which has, the ability to get into bank accounts and stuff. So
Well, don't
want some
worry.
security
The
around it.
EU has your back because apparently iPhone now has to allow other stores now to work on the iPhones in next year or something like that.
Oh, you mean sideloading and stuff?
Yeah,
I don't.
sideloading and all that.
I
Exactly what you wanted, isn't it?
Sideloading's
No.
been rumored and stuff for a while though.
I thought,
I mean,
I thought the whole thing was the EU is like forcing it now or something. So
They're gonna have caveats to that though.
Yeah, it's can probably be only the
sideloading
EU.
is still gonna be no. I don't.
and
think
of course,
it'll be just
the big question is, what color will Android text now be when sent to iPhone?
What's it now? Blue still?
nothing,
No,
'cause,
blue is
iOS
iMessage.
is-
Blue will not be the color. Green is if you do text to text.
Oh, I thought it was vice versa.
Well, that's
Okay, so
well, that's as it is now. Apple's actually upgrading their encryption now to where the green bubble stuff should go away, but they'll probably still try and keep it. But it's only the US that cares about iMessage, from what I understand. Everywhere else likes either Line or WhatsApp.
Yep, Line is
yeah.
huge over here, and especially in Asia.
I just don't like WhatsApp because I don't like Facebook.
I don't like
Meta.
WhatsApp. Yeah, the only reason I even have it though is because unfortunately my grandma has a Samsung phone, and even though our entire family is on the iPhone and everything, he didn't get it for some strange reason. Because again, she doesn't know technology to save her life. So, but that's the only way I can personally message her. I can't message her, you know, via whatever, because Android doesn't have some kind of like center, you know, message app like the iPhone does, right?
So
Yeah.
not OnePlus. The old owners of OnePlus, or the old creators of OnePlus that created the Nothing brand on their Nothing phones, they're working on bridging iPhone and Android for this blue bubble stuff, to where basically their messaging app is gonna run off like a Mac that your stuff gets sent to. It's like that's unsafe.
That's sketch as fuck. Yeah. Like,
at the same either way, at the same time, it's like why?
but who gives a fuck about which color your fucking bubbles are? Like that. I don't
Only
know.
the US cares about it.
How about in the States?
I don't know why. I don't know why that was a big deal. It's like, oh,
I-
you know what? You have green bubbles. You're poor. It's like, no.
The only
my
time-
color is more than yours.
The only time I
I-
cared about the color was like when making sure that I wasn't using like my 4G or anything, and I was using Wi-Fi, for example, right? Like making sure it was connected properly. Like when I first moved here to Japan, you know, I didn't want to get charged those huge, you know, international rates or anything. But yeah, other than that, just like guys, color.
Yeah, thank God for Wi-Fi, Colin.
Yeah, I know, right?
I love Wi-Fi calling, except when it doesn't work. Like like if you're at a corporate office and they have multiple access points and stuff, it just drops each access point, which is obnoxious, dropping calls. But now they don't work in office anymore. It's great. I love it.
Also, back to the software update thing. Even if you get your phone from like any carrier, iPhone always gets updates directly from Apple. That's
Oh yeah, and that's why I thought it was so. For sure. Why do carriers have to be involved in any of that? It's bullshit.
The thing is, for Android, yeah, like if you have an Android phone, if I got mine from T-Mobile, T-Mobile has to then do the go through the update, put their garbage in, then push the update, and it's like waiting forever. And I'm like, why? Why
Well,
do
I
you
mean,
need
it's
to put
purely
your
Apple
bloatware in
Cloud.
it?
Like Android and Google and the manufacturers all kind of bitched out. Like, yeah, we'll do whatever you want. Just don't hate us. Whereas Apple's like, fuck off. We're doing what we want. If you don't like it, you can kick rocks. And because they're Apple, they're allowed to do that. So
Well, especially with Android 12 and 13 and upcoming 14 and stuff, it's like they've reduced the amount of flexibility Android's always had, and it's like it's like you might as well just be on iPhone now. It's like there's no flexibility, no freedom to Android anymore. It's harder to root your phones now.
oh yeah, I mean,
Unless you get a Google Pixel.
yeah. Man, I remember rooting my phone. God, good times.
OnePlus is not that bad to root either, but if you have a carrier phone, like it's from the carrier,
Oh,
not
yeah.
directly from the manufacturer, like OnePlus or Samsung, you're screwed
fucked.
on trying to.
You are
root
absolutely
that.
fucked. Oh, for
It
sure.
took me forever to get my OnePlus 7 rooted, because I had to like go through OnePlus, then go through T-Mobile to then unlock my bootloader, and it's like, why is this a process? Why can I not just let me have it?
Well,
I paid
and
for it.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's like why is T-Mobile, and who's effectively a common carrier, they just deal with my connection to the internet, have any say in what I do with my computer. Like, what is this bullshit? So yeah, I'm with you there. It's
Even
ridiculous.
if you pay for like a device outright, this is like where it gets like Nintendo and like modding your system and stuff. It's like technically you're paying for a license, not you don't own it. It's like, no, if I have the thing in my hands and I have a physical device and they can't take it from me, it's mine. Screw you. I can do what I want to it.
Hasn't that been a fight for the last like 20 plus years or something like that?
it is.
Across
Yeah, well, I was
everywhere?
gonna say like John Deere and stuff. Like that's a humongous thing across a number of industries, not just tech.
Oh yeah, no, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, right? It's like, well, I technically have it right here, so it's mine. It's like, yeah, but technically, then it's just like,
Like yeah, right to repair. Cool, because the money's in that kind of stuff, though. It's not buying products anymore. It's maintaining products. That's where the money's at.
Repair is a whole different thing than that. Right to repair is just that's an Apple problem.
No, I mean, no. You think that. You think it's an Apple problem. But no, the worst offender is fucking tractors, which is crazy to me. Fucking tractors. Like, what?
I know that it affects other things. I'm just mainly speaking like in terms of phones and tech.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Apple's are worse for it.
I would argue they were worse, but like,
No.
There's no way Samsung. I would say I feel like Samsung's getting just as bad, if not as worse. Like, I don't know.
Well, Samsung's getting on their high bridges really tight.
Well, how could they not be? They're the only Android manufacturer at this point. Like, even Google can't keep up with them anymore.
Hell, even LG isn't making that many phones anymore.
I don't think they even make it. Didn't they bail a couple years ago? They still making phones?
Yeah.
I don't think LG makes phones anymore. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I thought it was a big deal. They
The last
bailed.
one I remember seeing is the LG Wing.
Wait,
Oh, I remember the Wing. That was a cool phone. Ugh, I miss gimmicky Android phones. Those are so much fun. Like, smartphones were so much more fun about 5-10 years ago. Like, when they all kinds of gimmicks and shit.
You know what? Just bring back the sidekicks.
Oh yeah, sidekicks.
I want to be like on Zoe 101 again. Just like bring that phone back.
oh god, those.
Man, I miss physical keyboards on phones. Those are good times.
The last time I had a physical keyboard on a phone was freshman and sophomore year of college, I think.
Oh shit, you had them later than I did. I was gonna say fucking high school, but okay.
Well, remember, I didn't get my first cell phone until I graduated high school. So.
What? No, really?
Yeah.
You had one in high school.
No, I never had one.
I think it was someone else.
But I had a shit phone.
Yeah, it's ditto. I had those also like candy bar phones where it's monochrome, played Snake and stuff.
Oh, yeah, Snake.
I
Well,
didn't even have games on mine.
That's all they could do back in the day, right? They could play Solitaire, Snake. That was about it. Oh, that little mind game. Little mind game because I played on games.
Don't talk shit on Snake. Still good.
No, I'm not saying none of those games were bad or anything. I'm just saying that's all they could do at the time. Not to mention you got
their fucking gotcha games and don't know about Snake.
Yeah, exactly. And then what was it? Oh crap, what was it? Oh, to texting. That was super expensive back then.
Oh yeah, and you actually use a T9 pad and stuff.
Yeah.
Good times. Good
oh
times.
my god, geez, showing our age right there, aren't we?
I guarantee no kid in this generation could survive on a T9.
Oh no, they could not. No.
I would love to see it happen.
Shit, I could barely use T9s anymore now. Fuck. It's so fucking long.
There's a lot of things that I don't think anyone in the current generation could handle that we had to deal with back in the day.
Dude, even TV still, it's like unless it has voice, but even then, it's like trying to type stuff like to log into like your Hulu account on a TV with the remote. It's like, my god,
it's ass.
Stop making remotes. Include a Bluetooth keyboard with your TVs.
I will say, I feel like most places now, your streaming services and everything, they always have those QR codes, which I think pretty cool.
Yeah, the QR code definitely makes it easier. Yeah, as long as you're logging in with your phone though, or your tablet or whatever, then.
The Apple TV box though, I love it because you can just click the little remote and you can do like A, B, C, D, and it'll actually just do that, and you don't have to type it.
Oh, nice.
Well, because most TVs these days, like, aren't the Apple TVs like embedded in them now? Like.
Well, no, the Apple TV app is.
Well, it's not. What's it called?
Like Roku and stuff.
It's like Chromecast to what Google has / Android. It's Apple. Oh God, is it remote? There's a name for it.
No, Apple's box is called Apple TV.
Yeah, no, but they have these, so you can effectively stream your phone to the television, though, is what I'm thinking of. And because Chromecast is what Google/Android has, Apple has something similar. And that's what kind of
Play?
I think so, or something. They have something where that's like that, because Tallen was saying, like, you know, it's all embedded. It's not every TV manufacturer has their own little like web UI thing going on, but they all have those casting.
Yeah, but even then, even though they have their web UI and most of them suck,
They're ass.
even then the internals of a TV, they're still not good enough to run those. They're just like, they're like bare minimum spec.
Yes,
oh, yeah, no,
they're terrible. That's why I got my NVIDIA Shield.
If like you're gonna buy a TV, it doesn't care. I don't care if it has Roku, Hulu, blah 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 on it. Get an Apple box. Get a little like NVIDIA Shield, something else. Just hook it to the TV. Don't even.
Dude, I love my Shield. I mean, it's like 3 or 4 years old now. I kind of should upgrade it a bit, but I love it. It's the best. Sideload the ad blocker YouTube. It's the best. Speaking of ad blocker on YouTube,
I was about to bring that up. I was like, weren't they trying to fight that and it's not going their way?
So I got that on my work computer the other day.
Ad blockers to be better.
And I was like, hey, you have an ad block. You can't watch YouTube. I'm like, okay. I clicked the little X on the modal and I hit play and it worked. So obviously they don't care that much to stop me from hitting the X button. And you have to open the console up.
Well, there are some people that like are getting like the pop-up like, oh, you have 2 more left. Oh, 1 more left. It's like,
I'm gonna find us a new server here because this
everyone's ditching.
Everyone dipped there.
What the fuck's up with that? All right, with that, I finally get my break because I don't get breaks in this fucking game. I'll be right back.
Well, like you said, like even if YouTube like little threat of ad block, using the ad block and not watching and everything, that's just gonna make the people who make the ad blockers work to make it better, essentially, to go around them. So
yep, pretty much. Even then, there are some people who can do who know what to do, and they can put an ad block in their firewall in their router to where it like doesn't even have to be an extension on your computer anymore. It blocks it at the source.
Right, exactly.
So good luck for that.
Yeah.
Like you can get like a little Raspberry Pi, hook it up to your router, and be like, boom, done. It's all AdGuard on it. That's what I did. My old Mac Mini, my mid 2011 Mac Mini, that's god awful. I couldn't get Mac OS back on it, so I flushed its system out and put Linux on it.
There you go.
Just to run AdGuard on it.
Honestly, like I love my Mac Mini for is like I don't even want a MacBook Pro anymore. Like I used to be like that used to be my laptop back in college because that's just worked at the time. And then my current Mac laptop is like 2013, and it still works, but I can really only do like internet and maybe Google Drive, and that's about it.
I mean, it's an Intel processor. It's
right, it's an Intel processor, right? But I have but the Mac little Mini I have that I just hook up to my monitor, my keyboard. I have that as it has the M1 chip in it, so it's just like, yeah, I'll just use this instead.
Even though they're releasing the M3s now, it's like M1s are still good. So
M1s are still great. The only people who need to use M3s are the ones who are like doing huge projects and everything. Like that's about it.
Like I have like my uncle, when I went to see them last, he got an M2 Max MacBook Pro, and he had an M1 Pro laptop, so he gave me his M1 Pro. I was like, okay,
all right, cool.
Screw chugging my Windows laptop around now, because that thing is heavy.
Oh yeah, no, Windows laptop.
Well, it's a gaming laptop. It's like thick and it's like heavy. It's got a massive brick. It's just like, please.
No, like normal laptops, like that thin. Gaming laptops that are like, it's just as wide as you can open your hand, essentially.
I mean, I used to not like Apple a long time ago, especially because with Android, you'd be like, oh, I got the freedom to do what I want on my Android. Apple sucks. Now I'm like, Apple's pretty good. I swapped on when the iPhone 13 Pro Max came out, and now I'm in the Apple ecosystem.
You know, like anything, there's always ups and downs to every system, like no matter which one you're in. But
there's stuff you can and can't do.
Right, exactly. But one thing I've always found, you know, I think one of the reasons I've never switched over in terms of like, you know, from whether it's Mac or anything, is just again the ecosystem, right? Like obviously I have both a PC and a Mac, so I can live the best of both worlds. But like back in college, when obviously I'm a poor little college student, couldn't afford anything, like it's you know, it did what I needed it to do, and I didn't have to worry about anything. Like customizing, I was like, I don't care, like do what I need you to do, and let me get through my classes. Essentially, that's all I needed. So,
what are we talking about?
Even
just
Apple's
ecosystems and ups and downs, of all different things and all that stuff. So,
to be honest, I might eventually, because I have never once used this card, but I have the Apple credit card thing that you get like 3% cash back if you buy stuff at the Apple store.
Oh yeah,
you just pay it off like on your Apple wallet. I've never used it. I don't have that much of a limit on it, but if they release an M3 Mac Mini, probably will at some point. I probably will grab the cheap, the bare minimum Mac Mini with that and just pay it off.
Well, the current Mac Minis they have is the M3 and just the M. Yeah, I don't think they have the M1s anymore, do they?
There's no M3 Mac.
There's no M3. M3 is only on the Pros. Pros.
Yeah. Well, give it another like 6 months to a year, and it will be.
Well, they always do the MacBooks first, and then they do the iMac and the Mac Mini.
The Mac Mini, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe they do those when they release the next iPhone. No, because I don't want to overshadow the iPhone. I don't think.
No, yeah.
What's weird is I feel like now is around the time they always do Mac Minis. Because I feel like last time.
Well, it was September. They just did their stuff for the.
I know it's. I feel like it was late. Is it always in September when they release the new chips?
September, October,
yeah. September, October.
Okay, for some reason, so maybe you're right then, Tallen, it's February. For some reason, I think it was fall, but...
Yeah, well, good.
All
well,
right,
this one was a little later, I think, because wasn't it October 30th is when they did their little announcement thing?
It was October. Yeah, October is like the MacBooks and stuff, and then February-ish, I think, is like the other Macs. And then like mid-year, like June. I think June is when the iPhones get announced, because then the iPhones go like on sale in like September-ish.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds about right, yeah.
September-ish.
What's weird is I'm looking on Apple's website right now. They don't have an M2 Max though for minis, just the Pro. That's a bit of a bummer.
Wait, the Mac Minis don't have the M2?
The M2
No, they don't have
Max.
Oh, the Max. Oh, got it.
Normal and Pro, not Max though.
Yeah, because I don't think they ever did those. Yeah, they didn't. They never released a Max with those. They only did the Pros. Well, it's a baseline system. It's not meant to be the top.
Oh wait,
Mac.
so iMac has an M3.
No, did they release the iMacs?
Yeah,
they did.
How much does it cost though?
iMac, it's the same. It's iMacs aren't that expensive.
No,
the cheapest iMac is $12.99. I think that's on M3.
Yep. They're on $12.99 for the baseline.
That's the thing. That's where Apple gets you. The Mac Minis start at $5.99, and you can upgrade them. And the highest Mac on baseline for the highest baseline for the Mac Mini is $12.99 on the Pro. So then it's like, well, if I'm there, I could just get a Mac. I can get an iMac now, and then upgrade that. So then, because they keep going and going and going until you're like, oh, I can just spend this much and get this. Their upgrade systems are terrible though. It's like $200 for extra RAM.
Oh yeah, no. That's...
I swear to God, I'm getting deja vu. I watched a YouTube short about this exact thing. They always get you on the bottom, but like, oh, that's not too bad.
It's probably MKB ADHD. That's
it might have been. Yeah, actually, no, okay, that might have been.
It's always a step up. It's a step up.
Yep.
It goes up and up.
Which, all right. So confession time. I got a M1 MacBook Air with 8 gigs of RAM. I thought, man, this thing's gonna be just slow as fuck. I love it. It barely, uses up memory. Like, I don't know if 8 gigs on those new ARM-based Macs are that bad, but yeah, 16 gigs, easy 200. It's like for fucking 8 more gigs of RAM. It's not even stupid fast RAM either. Just a bit more RAM.
Yep.
I don't know. That's obnoxious.
I would like to have 16 gigs on my Mac Mini only because I use my editing software on my Mac Mini. That's the only reason. So,
okay, I'm gonna ask you this: do you have the activity monitor on when you rendering or anything?
I'd have to. I have it running in the background. I think I'd have to.
Well, no, I'm saying
next
is,
time I
like,
edit a
do you
video,
ever
I will.
find yourself? Yeah, tell me. Take a screenshot. I would like to see because I want to see. Is it thrashing your memory or anything? Because
I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily thrashing my memory, but it's me having. So I'll have Final Cut open, you know, editing something and everything like that. And then I'll also have I have Chrome or whatever browser I'm using essentially to, you know.
That's probably using more memory than Final Cut.
Oh, it probably is, yeah. But then I also have Gilded up to, you know, put stuff in that I need to for the company and everything like that. But I think that combined is what can just be like, it can get close to hitting the limit and everything like that.
Well, I mean, Electron apps will do that to you.
So
Right.
when the M3 Mac Mini comes out, if anyone is ever like thinking about upgrading or just getting a Mac Mini because it's a cheaper option to get into Apple, right, or into a Mac operating system, and getting into this M architecture, right? So what you would want to do, I feel like the RAM is more important than the SSD storage. So
Yep.
get the
100%.
baseline. If you're able to do this, by the way, because if you get the baseline at 8 gigs of RAM and then 256 of storage, and then get the $200 RAM upgrade to then get 16 gigs of RAM, you're then at the $799 Mac Mini like mid tier instead of, but in the mid tier for the Mac Mini is $799, but 8 gigs RAM, 512 gigs of storage. So you're essentially flipping it to where you're having the more RAM. Then just buy a USB-C like SSD.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can upgrade storage. You can't upgrade your RAM. Solder to the board.
Can't upgrade anything.
Well, I mean, upgrade in the sense that you can
add
just
on
plug
to
in.
the Mac,
Yeah,
yeah,
you can plug
plug it in.
USB-C's. USB 3 is plenty fast, and I mean, drop all your programs on the SSD and all your storage on the USB hard drive for solid state.
Well, most of the
much.
Mac Minis only, don't they have more USB-C on the back now than USB?
Well, right now the current Mac Minis have 2A in the back, and then 2 Thunderbolt 4 or USB-C basically.
Right.
So they have 4.
Oh yeah,
total.
Thunderbolt and C are basically the same.
Then they have an HDMI, gigabit Ethernet, and headphone jack.
Right.
Drop a hub on the back and you're golden. Just stack up them SSDs.
Yeah. Well, it's
Actually,
it's
if you have
storage is
if you have the money to play
different.
with, get in like an actual M.2 SSD, get an enclosure, and shove that in your system.
There you go. Yep.
Wait, how can you put an
Hold on.
M.2 SSD in the Mac Mini? Is
No,
there-
not in it. You put it in an external enclosure, and that
And
goes
hook to
in a
USB-C.
Oh, got it.
USB-C.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So that way you have a fast SSD, and you're good.
Because
Got
USB-C is knucking flats. There's a lot of bandwidth on USB-C. A lot more you'd think. Like, oh shit, my work MacBook has just nothing but USB-C/Thunderbolts. I run monitors off it and stuff. 120 hertz, 4K kind of shit. Like, it's ridiculous. Absolutely knucking futs. How
guys
much
should- you guys-
bandwidth
you guys
USB's
should-
on now?
I need you guys to send me like an example of an SSD that I could buy for my Mac to upgrade my storage. I've been looking
Type
at
in
that.
Samsung SSD. I mean, what? I guess what are you looking for?
If you want to go the enclosure route, I would just get like a Western Digital like 2 terabyte, and then there's a specific enclosure that's made for like Thunderbolt ports. Combined,
Yeah.
it's like, what is it? Oh, it's, let me see. The M.2. So if you want to, if you don't want 2 terabytes, you want like a terabyte, it'll lower the price obviously, but the enclosure is like $160. But if you want a good enclosure, it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah.
But it's better than any alternatives.
Well, yeah, enclosure is such a murky ass, you know. That's what I'm thinking
Well,
of.
it depends on like if you have one that's like pre-built, like these other SSDs that are out there.
Exactly. What I'm saying
Sometimes
is like
the speeds aren't exactly what you're most likely gonna
exactly,
get. But with
exactly.
these
That's my
enclosure
concern.
versions. You're gonna get close to what they're actually supposed to put out.
Well, because I mean, yeah, like they're so you're saying like those enclosures with stuff already in them, like with the SSDs already within them, or just the enclosure
Yeah,
itself?
like you know, like the little SanDisk SSDs and all that stuff.
Exactly. No, I was thinking like I was thinking of like enclosures like they don't have anything in them. Those are sketchy as fuck. Like I buy them just so as recovery drives and stuff. When I have a hard drive or SSD that fries, I have to try to attempt to get something off of it. Those are sketchy because they're rarely fast. Or is it the pre-built ones? Oh, those are the best of the SanDisk ones. Or
What are the
Western Digital
speeds?
ones?
What are the normal speeds right now for
Well, if you want
external
to use
hard drives?
Thunderbolt, use Thunderbolt. I think Thunderbolt 4 goes up to like 40 gigabit per second.
Yeah, it really depends more on the port bandwidth. I mean, as long as you get a reputable brand.
So shouldn't you be
Thunderbolt
searching
3, I
then for
think, is
something like
32.
Samsung Thunderbolt then, instead of Samsung USB-C?
Well, so USB-C is a shit show in terms of a format at this point, because Thunderbolt and USB-C are almost synonymous at this point.
The port is the exact same. It's just the interface
Yeah.
that it uses.
Exactly. It's super awkward now. I don't.
Well, that's why if you like, that's why I was saying like if you buy the enclosure and then buy like an M.2 to put in it yourself, it's you basically have the control to where, okay, now I can actually get something that truly uses Thunderbolt versus something that has to deal with USB-C and Thunderbolt.
So in other words, just look up your reviews and make sure it's reputable and stuff. It kind of sucks having to go that route, but yeah.
I mean, that's been the route for a long time. So
Yeah, I don't know, but because just how weird USB-C has been, just in terms of a format, because there's like 3.1, there's 3.3.1, 3.1A, B, and C, and just it's a mess. So just look up like the best drives to buy right now. You probably get a decent place to start.
external though, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, just to backtrack on this, it's back to back with the phone updates. When T-Mobile updated my OnePlus 8T, I was able to do HDMI out on that phone. Before that, before I got, I think it was before the Android 11 or Android 12 update. It was one of those two. Before that update, it worked fine. Updated, it does not work with HDMI out anymore for whatever reason. It's not my phone. It's not my phone's problem. The charging port works. Everything else works. It's literally after that update that I can no longer do HDMI out. Nothing.
Why would they remove that?
I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm like, thank God for Apple making USB-C, because I could just plug that into USB-C and do HDMI out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why it's T-Mobile, because they're the ones that handled the update, because they have to do their shit to it.
Which
I tried to stop it from updating, but it did it when I was asleep, and I hate it.
Oh,
Yep. Don't you love auto updates? I hate them. I hate auto updates.
To be honest, I'm kind of glad, because like that's where all like the gotcha games I played were, and it's like, well, I can't record now, and I'm forced to not really play them, so I'm like, even better.
All right, so it was a blessing in disguise then.
Yeah. I mean, on my 14 Pro Max, I had the adapter to do HDMI out on Thunderbolt, so it's on Lightning, so I could still do it. I just did not want to go from Android to iPhone and then re-download everything because I'm lazy.
Is Roman new course? I don't remember.
It looks new to me.
I know. I feel like half these new courses are just, hey, we're gonna port the maps over from the mobile game because no one plays it.
Oh, if anyone has an iPad and ever wanted an Apple Pencil, it's on sale for $89 from $130, 31% off.
God.
Seems like a little steep, doesn't it?
Have you ever used a Wacom tablet? Have you
No.
ever realized how expensive the pens are?
No, those are really expensive too.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
rather pay the $89 and then buy Procreate at this point.
Fortunately, I'm not artistic, so I don't have to worry about such expenses.
Yeah, I'm not the artistic type either. So
Kind of wish I could draw better, but whatever.
I was just surprised they dropped the price that much. 31% off on an Apple Pencil.
well, isn't Apple's big yearly sale coming up here soon?
Everyone's big yearly sales coming up here
You
soon.
mean Cyber Monday and Black Friday?
No, okay. Yes, I know those are the normals, but this is like the only time Apple actually ever does sales, isn't it?
I'm talking
Okay.
about on Amazon, by the way. I don't look at Apple. I don't buy stuff from
Oh,
Apple.
got it. Okay, you're on Amazon. Okay.
Amazon has had a lot of sales. Like a lot of their stuff
yeah.
is on sale right now. So it's like early Black Friday sales stuff.
I'm gonna have to
yeah.
go burn through my
Oh
list.
God,
of games
Thanksgiving's
to
next
keep
week for
track
you guys,
of.
isn't it?
Your
I
Turkey
did not
Day.
even realize.
Dude, this
I
year has
haven't-
been so fucking weird. So
I have not celebrated Thanksgiving in almost 9 years, so
you're not
I'm just
missing
like,
much.
I just like it because food.
just food.
I
Yeah.
like it
the
good
only
for a
reason.
family. It's fun for a family get together, but I don't like Thanksgiving food in general. I don't like turkey. I don't like cranberries. I
Scallop
don't
potatoes.
care. I actually do like, yeah, I like stuffing. I like the potatoes and stuff, but
Dude, the fact
fortunately,
that the iPad mini with 64 gigs of RAM memory still is insane.
Oh, that's
memory or storage.
Storage, memory.
Okay, I was hearing memory. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, you can never change the memory on it.
No, you can't. And
That's
as
what
I
I
said
meant.
that, I'm like, that's stupid. You can't change that.
And the iPad minis aren't even on the M chips yet, which I guarantee you their next sets are going to be on that
what's the current iPad? Not the Pro, but
M2.
no. I meant, is it like the iPad 9
Yeah,
or
the
something?
iPad Pro.
Like the
Oh, you
iPad.
mean like generation wise?
Yeah, the generation.
6. The iPad Pro is on its 6th generation.
Okay, but what?
The Air is on its 5th.
That's all they have though. They have the Mini, they have the Air, and they have the Pro. Right? There is no just normal iPad anymore.
No, they still sell the regular iPad, just straight up iPad. They redesigned the actual original iPad to look like the Airs and the Pros in terms of like the bezel and stuff.
Mhm.
It's the 10th gen iPad, and that's a thing. They still sell the 10th. They have the 10th gen
What's
now.
the Air on 5th generation?
5th, yeah. iPad Pros are on 6th, and Mini is on 6th. But the Minis are running the A15 Bionic,
Right.
and the iPad 10th generation. Whoa. The latest iPad is running the A14. Why has the Mini got a better chip?
Yeah, no, I remember, like, so I was contemplating getting it to replace my older iPad, and the Mini is better than the existing normal iPad. For some reason, they just don't want to update that one.
All the iPads up to the Pros, excluding the Pros, Air and down, all have 64 gigabyte models. It's like, why?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do know to keep the quote-unquote price down, but again, I
Right.
cannot imagine storage is that expensive to them. So obviously
not.
there's some other ulterior motive.
Not anymore.
I mean,
Oh,
you know,
here's the thing. Instead of the Portal, buy the iPad Mini and hook up a controller. It's a small screen.
Because you can hook up a
and it's
PS5
portable.
controller to it. So
yeah.
and use remote play. Boom. And remote play can be used anywhere as long as the
I mean-
PlayStation's in standby.
It is what it is. Like, the Portal is a vanity item for Sony, fans. Like,
Well, yeah, it's for the hard
There's-
people.
yeah, it's not for us. It's for fanboys.
I mean, I
Which-
still want one.
Oh, ditto. Because I'm a sucker for fun, little cheesy tech like that. Like, if I could find those PlayStation televisions, those 24-inch ones for cheap, I'd buy one just for shits and gigs. I like stupid things. I like stupid tech. It's fun, but I'm not gonna.
and confirm that
Buy
he
it.
does.
I do like
I-
stupid tech.
My thing is,
It's fun.
my luck, I get the Portal, but then like in the next
And
year
the end
or
of life
two,
it.
in the next year or two they release like another
the better
Portal,
one?
but it's actually like a Vita version that has like all like it could do more shit and all that stuff, and it's like $250 or something like that. And I'm like, I wish I didn't buy this now.
I don't know where Sony's gonna go with it. Like, I just feel like it's just a gimmick that people kind of picked up on. I feel like what Sony should have done, pie in the sky. They're trying to get into the PC space. Why not try to make a Steam-esque deck kind of thing, and then try to
Why not
force.
make remote play for my PC.
Wait, they don't have remote play on PC?
Oh,
What? Oh, it's weird. Can't play that shit in your browser?
Okay, what's the difference between a 5th gen iPad Air and a 2022 Apple iPad Air?
what?
I need to send you guys these links, and I want you to take a look at this. Okay.
Oh, I didn't
Well,
select
does the
one.
2022 have an M1 chip in it? Does it say?
I don't know. I'm about to find out. Hang on.
If it has an M1, then it's the same thing. I think I think these released in 2022. So. Oh yeah, I remember they made the iPads have USB-C before.
Yeah, iPads have had USB-C. Yeah.
iPads have had USB-C forever.
Yeah. Okay. So the iPad Air, the M1 release year 2022.
I mean, I will say it's nice having USB-C on a phone now, though. So unique, having like innovative to have USB-C on a phone. No one's ever done it before except for Apple.
Oh, clearly.
See, Apple may be late to things, but they do it usually better than most.
I feel like they kind of half-assed USB-C on
Oh well,
the
USB-C they were forced to. I'm not talking about USB-C mainly, but
I'm glad they have it. Like I don't. So the thing is, like I got a new iPhone. By the way, Tallen, did I tell you I got a new iPhone?
Yeah, you got the 15, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, I told
All right, Hydras. All right, I had to send it over Gilded. Check Gilded. Get those 2 links. Send it to Discord and for Lemon to read. And I want you guys to take a look at both of those.
Oh, I did that.
Anyway, what
I
you're
like
saying,
having
though?
USB-C. I like having USB-C just so I don't have to have lightnings anymore. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm
I don't
trying.
really care
I'm trying to
about
get
the charging
I'm trying to get a
speed.
15 right now. So.
I don't care about charging speed because I charge wirelessly at this point.
Talent doesn't in the parentheses on the 2022 doesn't that say 5th generation in Japanese?
Yeah, that's the thing. Both of them say 5th generation. Both of those links that I sent you say 5th generation.
One's a 64 gig, by the way. One's a 256.
I know. Right, but look at the price difference. I thought the price difference is like $200 to $300 extra when you upgrade the space.
Well, I can't see the price difference because I'm not in Japan. Should have sent screenshots of it. So if you want me to compare it to like the United States model of the iPad Air, the 64 gig one is well, it's on sale right now, but it's $599 originally, $559 on sale. Plus you get a $59 coupon on top of that, so it's $500 for the iPad Air, 64 gig.
That's
on
a lot of
Amazon.
money.
And
I
then
don't know.
the 256 is originally $750. Wow, that's quite a jump. $750, but it's on sale for $679 right now.
Wait,
I can't.
$679 for that. What was the other one? Was it on sale?
$679 for 256 gigabyte, and then $559 on sale, plus another $59 coupon, so $500-ish.
So it's almost $100 difference essentially.
It is, yeah.
Because I can
its original price is $599.
So let me tell you what it is in. So that's in dollars, right? So in yen, obviously the yen is weak right now, so it's nice if you have American dollars to buy things here in Japan. So that 64 gigabyte one, okay, it is 92,000 yen, which, just to make things easier for you, take the decimal point over 2 spots, and it's basically $928. Okay. Then the 256 gigabyte version, that's 97,000. So $970. There's only a $50 difference between both of these right now.
Well, according to this thing that I'm looking at, Japanese yen, if I put 92,000 in the US dollars, that's 611.
Okay, and then to put in
as
90,
of November 17th.
Right, and then put in 97. The other one.
644. It's literally a $50 difference.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I just buy the 256. What the fuck?
Go for it. Do it.
I don't live in Japan. Tallen, buy it now, then ship it to me. Oh man, I actually already have the iPad Air 64 gigs, so I'm good.
The only thing I can't find on either of these is the chip that's inside of it. That's the only thing I can't find for some reason.
Well, if it's the 2022 5th gen, it's an M1.
Right, and that's the thing is because one of them will
I
say,
see it right here, Talon. It says about, if you scroll down from where like the size options are and stuff,
right,
and it says about this item, it says Apple M1 right there.
Oh, Apple M1 chip. Okay, yeah,
it's a good chip. I can vouch for it.
It is a good chip. I guess the only difference really is that the one that, so the the 64 gigabyte one I sent you, which is the only 64 gigabyte one. That one is sold directly by Amazon, which is, again, the prices that we just went over. The other one is third-party sold, it looks like, and that one is sold by
I know why it's cheap.
Why?
It's refurbished. That's why.
Oh, it's refurbished.
It's refurb?
356 is refurbished. That's why that one's cheap.
Okay, that explains it then. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't entirely one of the perks, but make sure you get that warranty.
Yeah.
I love how for me it just is temporarily out of stock for the JP one.
For the 64 gigabyte one?
And you know, like if I click between them, it's just the listing in general for Amazon on co.jp or jp.co, whatever, which way it is. It's temporarily out of stock because I'm not in Japan,
Right.
and my address is in the US for Amazon, so it's like not letting me. It wouldn't let me buy it anyway.
Insert VPN ad right here.
Oh, Molvad VPN, buy that one.
Yeah.
$5 a month.
There's a reason that a lot of foreigners are coming to visit Japan because the yen's still super weak and people just come over here at the US dollar and buy shit ton of
Sounds like
stuff.
it's time to go over there and go boozing, man.
Well, get your ass over here then.
Bars.
Even then, if the price is $92,000 for the 64, it's still cheaper here
Yeah,
to buy
it is. Yeah.
because it's $500 here versus $611 for Japan. It's still cheaper than its probably original price. I mean, it's $599 originally, so with tax and shit.
Yeah,
don't pay tax
you
in
always have
Japan,
to look at the tax and that stuff. So
do you pay sales tax in there? Or no?
in Japan, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pay sales tax? on
yeah, we
top?
have a sales
Okay.
tax. Yeah, it's like 10% or something like that right now.
Jesus.
Says the guy
Wow,
who lives in
10%.
Washington. Pretty sure that's about what you pay.
No, I pay 9. And I'm like, this fucking sucks. Who the fuck does this? California doesn't have this bad. And it turns out Japan has it worse. Go figure.
You want to know the sales tax here in North Carolina?
Oh, God. What-
4.75.
Oh, I'll
Get
think this is
outta
something
here.
worse.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Do you have an income tax over there?
Yeah.
So like double dipping to me.
They have all the tax shit here.
Fuck that, man. I think you pay more for that in TurboTax.
Hey, I heard
I
you guys
would
are
do it,
finally getting a tax thing from the IRS to catch up with the rest of the world.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like you
You
don't have to
mean-
buy TurboTax anymore, apparently.
So no, about 3 or 4 years ago, there's a TurboTax free that the IRS kind of forced on them, and for some reason, like Intuit, like somehow sued out of it, or stopped doing it, and I guess the IRS got a bit more balls and like, yeah, fuck that, you guys are gonna do it now again. Allegedly, I'm still buying it because I'm sure I need a better refund. It's like $20, whatever. As long as they don't know about my
Hydros,
stocks.
and your converter, your currency converter, can you type in 116,000? Oh, sorry, 117,000 yen to the dollar.
117,000?
117,000, yes.
$776.97.
Okay, that's how much the 256 gigabyte iPad Air 2022 / 5th gen
Oh
costs.
my god. Bruh, look at the owner's check.
Discord
On the
or
direct-
Gilded?
Discord. I'll just say it because Lemon is be funny.
Yeah.
Apparently on our Twitter, I haven't looked at it, but Brad's looking at it on Twitter for the live stream. It says -1 viewer.
Damn, really?
That's impressive.
Oh my god, that's all.
I didn't think I was that offensive. Man, I didn't even read any of my
Hey, man, we got the premium plus on Twitter. Why are we being punished? Come on.
Probably because Lemon's dropping an
Fucking
F-bomb every other 10 minutes.
Elon Musk. Fucking Elon Musk.
I don't
Nah,
think
man,
Musk
just-
cares about that.
Is it me though? Like I swear, like Twitter, like even even trying to reply with a GIF,
Uh-oh.
like doesn't work 90% of the time anymore.
No. Get this. This is extra level cringe. All right, so yeah, you're right. The GIF internal to the Twitter app does not work well. However, if you copy and paste a GIF into the app, it works every goddamn time. Every
Copy and
time.
paste the GIF.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you what keyboard do you use? Do you just use a standard Apple keyboard
No. Oh, on my phone. Yeah.
on your phone? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get SwiftKey, there's a GIF mode in it. We can like look up GIFs and stuff. And
Right.
there's actually a decent
Like how
amount of GIFs
you
in it.
send me
Oh,
gifts
yeah, they-
online and everything, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I paste those into Twitter. Always works. The internal GIF app, inside Twitter,
Right.
works maybe 50% of the time.
Dude, less than that. It's like, I swear it's like 10% of the time.
It's awful. So I just copy GIFs into the app now. It works every time. So that's my life hack of the day. And it's a legit life hack, not a shitty one.
I just Google them because
That works too.
Always like it always felt like it hurt growth. It's like because all the alt text and crap they put in it. It's like, oh well, nope.
Wait, what do
Which
you?
is weird.
Wait, what do you
No,
do,
you say
Hydros?
Tallen.
You don't use them at all?
Just Google.
No, I just download them off Google. I don't use the inbuilt GIF thing.
Right,
'cause
the
all
inbuilt
alt
GIF
text
one.
they shove into them.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, for sure. No, alt text, that's like the one thing that last thing that Twitter did for ADA stuff before Elon Musk came in and just ripped it all out. Alt text is a mother though. You have to have it for ADA, but like you can also hide shit in there that makes things really bad for you. So for SEO,
Right. Yeah.
which I mean, I imagine you don't have to worry about a whole lot on Twitter because it's a minefield, but like actual websites and stuff, SEO is a mother, and I don't know, having to deal with that at work is kind of not fun.
I mean, if he removes hashtags, I'm not upset to see them go.
You know what's funny about that? Like, I don't use hashtags at all. I don't look at trending. Like, I just look at my stupid cat
trending, like
gifs.
half of the crap on trending is not even a hashtag anymore.
That's true.
Because you don't even need to search hashtag. You just search the shit on Twitter. And it's like, there you go.
Yeah. At this point, I feel like hashtags are a meme. So these
are.
just meme with them.
I do love how, I mean, the only thing I like about hashtags is if you're looking at a post and you want to immediately go to like related posts about that, you just click the hashtag. That's the only thing that I can see doing that. But they could do it to where they incorporate it to where in like keywords you could just click a keyword or something, or it automatically detects a
Oh, for
keyword.
sure.
They could
Because what's a hashtag but just a keyword with a character in front of it? Like,
that's what Threads is apparently doing, is like they're incorporating tags like hashtag kind of thing again, but they're like doing it with whatever.
I mean, I can understand hashtags being relevant and needed in, say, 10, 15 years ago, but their technology has advanced so far. Servers are so knucking butts powerful. You don't need that anymore. You can keyword on every single I'm trying to think of what you call it in English language, but like not like actual words. So like and, or, and all that stuff is ignored. But like actual keywords, they can quote unquote hashtag on all of those now without having to need an extra character for that. So it's kind of superfluous. Not that I would ever agree with elongated muskrat, but he's not entirely wrong with wanting to get rid of it.
I personally don't understand why people are upset about like the premium subscriptions, because Twitter's premium, at least before they added the tiers, even then Twitter's tiers are still the cheapest. Instagram did that too, but no one said anything.
I mean, I'll be the first guy to say that I love making fun of Elon Musk, but I don't. The thing is, if they have like a premium tier, like if I had to pay that, I just wouldn't go on Twitter. But like, if there's
Well, no, if you had
boons
to
and
do it to
benefits-
access the site, that's a different thing.
Oh yeah, like blue checks and stuff. It's fun to make fun of them, but like I don't care if people pay for it. Like it doesn't really matter to me. I'm not gonna buy it,
They
but
boost reach, so that's the only reason.
no, exactly. Yeah, but like, is it a shit poster like myself? I don't give a shit. I'm just a coat hanger. Like,
Well, I would say I like the
There's
highlight
definitely
thing. I
boons
like
for
the ability to hide your likes tab, just in case you like some things that you maybe shouldn't be public. You know,
should do that.
that's how people can't get in trouble. They can
So,
hide the likes.
so Hydros, what you hiding there, buddy?
Sounds like someone might be horny on Maine.
Hey, that's where my bookmarks go. What you mean?
Bookmark.
No
I
one
love
can
bookmarks.
see bookmarks.
I love bookmarks. As like someone tweets shit like, oh, why is the bookmarks 500,000? Oh,
They have
okay.
800 likes and 3,000 bookmarks.
Yep.
What is happening?
What did you post? Oh, okay. All right.
I will say, like, I like Twitter's tiers. I like Instagram. I like Instagram's thing as well because theirs is fine. It's just theirs is a little bit more expensive. Actually, Instagram is doing business ones. So when they do those, Talent, I'll do the Instagrams if we want to use those more. But it'll be verifying the 5.9 Instagrams.
Oh god damn it, Lemon! Why'd you pick that track?
Talent's Turnpike, yeah.
I was hoping we go through the night not having to play it. 96 tracks, and this still shows.
Only thing I don't like about the pay thing for like the business on Twitter is that it's $1,000 plus 50 per affiliate. It's like, why is there not a tier system for this? Like, because that would be good for small businesses. If like, I don't know, not a lot of small businesses can pay $1,000 a month. Maybe
Right,
like 100 a month. Yeah, sure, we could do that. It's like,
1,000 wants enterprise prices. Like that's too much for.
Wasn't
like,
that
unless you're, like,
why
a corporate.
PlayStation and Xbox are not doing the whole Twitter thing on the systems anymore, or something like that?
No,
Like,
because no one uses
API
Twitter
issue.
on. Yeah, no one uses Twitter on the console. Like this is a fucking waste of money.
right.
Kick.
I don't know who would ever use Twitter on a console.
Yeah.
The only people
I'll
I know
just copy
who use
the
Twitter
picture
on
and drop
console
it.
is to just post a picture or a screenshot that you do something.
I don't know how. I mean, I don't know. Like
I think they
Xbox
have
is
like
trivial.
an auto posting thing. Like there's that, but it's like, yeah, I don't know if they actually still do that. I feel like they.
Well, I mean, on an Xbox, it's trivial to dump it to the apps, and Nintendo's not terrible. You have to like do that whole like home Wi-Fi network thing. Like it will make its own Wi-Fi network you can download to your phone, which is a bit annoying, I guess.
That's
but
annoying,
it's
yeah,
not that
right.
bad. And I don't know about PlayStation. I never actually tried it on there, but I imagine it's not too dissimilar to just sending it to the PS app. So
I've never tried sending it to the PS app.
Like,
I
I
just
have OBS open.
yeah, I just with anything with PlayStation, I generally just throw it on my USB and then I can on my computer.
oh, there you go. Like it's
Yeah.
not like it's when people are bitching about me about like Sony dumping Twitter. I'm like, whatever. Like
It's like, how many of you actually use
exactly. Like then they have the numbers for it. I'm sure it's so minuscule that it's like, yeah, fuck this. Fuck this API fee.
I mean, there's still
Yeah.
free API stuff, but it's like super limited. But for like the basic user, if you wanted to create like a little simple bot, yeah, the free API is good enough for you.
For sure. Like I miss my like hardcore bots who just did stupid shit every week, but like I don't miss it that much. I still got my Yakuza Friday night guy. I'm all
If
good.
the bots, if they get a lot of attention on Twitter.
They blow up. That's the problem.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about with the ad revenue sharing on Twitter. There you go.
Oh yeah, no.
They can pay for their API with that.
Oh, I didn't even thought of that. Yeah, I guess you're right. I was thinking more of just in case they might get, they
I
might
had
blow
like
up.
had like 8 million in impressions like the past month or so, or the past 3 months. Or something like
Jesus
that. It was like from-
Christ. It's a lot of impressions.
hold on, I don't even know what my.
There's a scrub who just shit posts and then Talent ever likes everyone, so that's a big number.
So from August 18th, 2023 to November 10th, 2023. That's like barely even a month. No,
Mhm.
not a month. 4 months almost, roughly. Got $11 from Twitter.
Sounds like someone
giving
gives
you all
themselves
those
a Big
impressions?
Mac.
The
Because I run 3 database websites.
oh yeah,
Wait, database.
So data mines
websites.
posting. I run Dragon Ball DBLegends.net, My Hero Ultra Rumble database, so ultrarumble.com, and myheroui.com
Hmm.
for My Hero Ultra Impact.
Running them websites, huh? Okay.
And then they are underneath an ad provider called Venatus, who works with like Nintendo and all them. So
yeah. So you get
revenue from
ads.
the sites on top of it.
Yeah, I was say based on the clicks that you get on your site on the site, then you get ad revenue from that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
I think Legends, because last night Legends, or the other night, whatever night it was, updated and did like the new stuff they put in. I got like 24,000 ad impressions alone. Yeah, 24,000 in that night.
What does that equate to in ad
It's like
revenue
20
for you?
bucks in like a few hours.
Not bad.
That's on a low CPM too. That's like not even $1 CPM. If I had at least $1, I'd probably be a little higher.
Oh, remind me to get you those two
Man.
articles. I need to update the article and then also give you the new one that I wrote. I'll send it to you tonight.
Sounds good.
Post those. I don't know if our website's actually getting any traffic, but you know, I'm
Writing articles now?
Yeah, we have
turning
articles now.
our video articles our scripts that I write, I edit them and I turn them into articles. Might as well double dip them.
There you go.
I can tell you, I put in a back-end like view counter for each article page.
Mhm.
You can't see them on the page, but I can tell you what they are.
All right, how
The one
bad
that
they doing?
I put up that we need to change has like has 41.
Wait, which one?
The recent one, the one that you said you
Oh,
want to change,
Right. Okay.
has 41. But that counts every single time someone clicks on it, so that's probably a few of me. But either way, 41. That's not too bad. The Avatar one I did has 129. Grand Theft Auto one 81. And the Bungie
Yeah, the Bungie one.
40.
40. Okay. And considering the fact that Grand Theft Auto, I literally tapped up in 10 minutes and it's like a paragraph long at most. Not
Also
terrible.
remember that these views
Stonks.
are also because there are more views that weren't accounted for because I implemented that later, so
Right.
it's not fully there. But still, like even on like our videos for direct have like the view counter, and I know it's a star, but in the JSON file for the feed it says a star. It says star rating, so that's why I put a star icon. But it's the light counter basically.
All right, Lemon, after this race, I'm going to need some life hacks if you have them.
Okay. All right.
Some life hacks.
The problem is
Every stream for like 10-15 minutes, Lemon finds some good life hacks online, and they're
I
usually
haven't
pretty
found
funny.
good ones. The problem is there's not that many good ones. Because the problems are all like pictures and stuff, not words. Like the best ones are like the words ones. So are like actual legitimate like BuzzFeed kind of bullshit ones. So like they think they're smart, but they're really not.
Right.
But there hasn't been them. I went and looked before I finished Alan Wake today. There hasn't been a huge amount.
Don't be big Ed. That's a life hack for you.
Like these are like shitty life hacks. These are like straight up like I'm trying to think of a good one example.
I hate stupid, wasteful life hacks, especially the ones on Snapchat or Instagram.
Those are the
Don't
kind of
want
ones
your-
they're like.
Don't want your soda to go flat? Put an entire sheet of tinfoil on it.
Wait, what? All right, now I gotta find these. I gotta
Hold
go.
on,
These
hold
are what I need to find.
Don't want to do dishes? Put plastic wrap on your bowl or plate.
No.
before you
Okay,
eat.
all right. Here's a go. So one of the ones I did in a past one was, don't want to do dishes. Just print out a picture of a clean sink and put it on top of your sink.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
All right, I
Need
pulled
a
out my
phone
MacBook.
case. Use hot glue to create one. Of course, you'll need to cover the phone in plastic.
All right, let's see.
Hey, Jaden. Watching the races, still a badass. Just wanted to say congratulations on getting married. Oh, thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. Yep. Don't feel any different, but you know.
Oh, all right, here we go. Here's life hack for you.
Oh, got a life hack. Got a life hack, folks. Let's go. Come on. Rate it in the chat right now. 1 to 10. 10 being good, 1 being terrible.
Did you know that a slice of red onion in your DVD drive is an all natural way of protecting your computer against viruses? There you go.
I feel like Toon would try that.
Yeah.
All right. Your MacBook Pro can turn into a weighing scale when you stand on it. Try it. All right, here's a life hack for you.
That
All right.
wasn't bad, actually.
Life hack. To maximize your horsepower on a freeway, all right? Shift from 5th gear to R for race mode. Like a stick shift. reverse.
Yeah, unless you know how to drive a stick shift or even know what a stick shift is.
Oh, I got a story for you guys about this.
Oh,
How I learned how to drive stick.
What?
All right. So, preamble, I've never driven a stick in my life, right? I've been driving automatic cars my whole life. I learned on a Toyota Camry.
I thought your dad taught you how.
So actually I lied a bit. The first time I drove a stick was my dad's RSX.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty much just idling it into the garage, which I was scared shitless about because I love that guy's RSX. Growing up, I thought my dad's RSX was the coolest car in the world. Turns out it was a Civic with leather seats, but as growing up, it was the coolest car. So I just idled into the car, right? You just pretty much lift your foot off the clutch and it idles its way in. As long as you don't lug it too bad, it'll make its way into the garage. So, and mind you, I also rode dirt bikes growing up, so I knew how to use a clutch and shifting gears and stuff. But on a motorcycle, the clutch is on your left hand and the shifter is on your, I guess, left foot, because right foot was brake.
Yeah, it was left. Yeah, it's left foot. Yep.
Left foot shifter, left hand is clutch. So, all right. So fast forward to when I was probably my late 20s. Grant, I had a Honda Accord. It was a nice V6, but it was an automatic, right? So I went in. I just bought it within a month, and I had to go in because when I bought it, there was a scratch on it. And when I bought it, they're like, "Well, fix the paint up for free." So all right. So a month later, I finally get it fixed up, the paint and everything, and it took a little bit longer, so I had to leave it there. So I go back to pick my car up, and I was happily looking at cars, and I was looking at a Civic. Just because I was just looking around waiting for them to finish my car up, pull it out in front. And one of the salesmen comes up and is like, "Hey, you want to take it for a test drive?" I'm like, no, I just bought this car my Accord a month ago. Like, I don't want a Civic. I have a bigger car with a bigger engine and everything. I don't want a slower, smaller car. They're like, "Don't worry about it. Test drives are free. Just take it for a drive. I'm like, all right, whatever, guy." And mind you, like, again, I had no intention of buying this fucking car. I already had a better one, right? And so I take it for a test drive, and it's granted mid Civic, mid trim Civic. And I'm like, I took it for a drive, and we got back, and I was like, it's a cool car and all, but it's slower than what I have now. Like, I obviously I would never want this. He's like, "Don't worry, I got you." And so he gets another salesman to come out, and he's like, "All right,
man, they
check
got
this
you
out.
hook, line, and sinker."
Check this out. He rolled out a Civic Si. So if you don't know what a Civic Si is, it's a slightly hopped up Civic, but it does not come in automatic. It's a manual only vehicle trim, right? And it's usually like 15, 20 more horsepower or so. And I said to the new salesman, it's like, "Hey guy, like, I don't know really how to drive a stick. I've driven dirt bikes and so I have the gist of how to shift and use a clutch and everything, but I don't know how to drive I've never driven a stick, a manual car." And he's like, "Don't worry." And verbatim, and I hope this doesn't screw anything up for YouTube, verbatim, he said, "If I could teach a woman how to drive a Mustang, I can teach anyone how to drive a stick." And I'm like, wow, okay, that's probably not kosher in 2018, but whatevs. Okay, all right. And mind you, like, when I was buying, actually, that's a whole thing, that car dealership. So I was buying the Accord, and mind you, I was there with my dad, and we were showing off the Accord. He rolled, and he's like, "Move the seat all the way back," and he's like, "A woman could sit in the wheel well." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding? My dad's right fucking there."
Oh my god.
So obviously there's some misogyny going on, like it's some male like locker room talk going on there. So I wasn't super shocked when he said that, but in hindsight, I'm like, "Are you fucking with me right now? My dad's fucking right there." So he took me out to, and I was like, "I don't know how to drive a stick. Don't worry about it." So he drove he's like, "I'll take you out to a quieter area. We can learn how to drive a stick." I'm like, "All right, cool." And so as we're going to the slightly area, we take a freeway, and on the on-ramp, and anyone who's driven a stick will know and cringe as I'm saying this, he literally was bouncing the fucking car off the rev limiter each gear. So it was knocking foot. First gear, red line. Second gear, red line. third gear, red line. I'm like, I'm never gonna buy this fucking car. It has 20 miles on it. You have broken it in. You're bouncing out the rev limiter. Like, what the fuck? So I take him out to the. So he finally takes me out to this, quieter area. I finally learn it's not too bad. It doesn't look too bad when you left the clutch and you kind of get slowed down the gas. And so we take it back to the dealership. Like, all right, what's it gonna take for you to roll off this lot with this car? I'm like, I'm not gonna roll off at all. I have an Accord waiting for me to drive home. He's like, are you sure about that? I'm like, the car I'm gonna pick up is a solid 10K more than what this car is worth. No. That's called a bad business decision. I'm not gonna fucking buy it. I'm like, I'm out of here. He's like, no. Let's talk money. And me being the asshole, well, not asshole, the idiot who just can't say no to people.
Yeah.
Just has a hard time saying no to people. And I'm just sitting there listening to this guy's spiel. Solid half hour. I'm like, God, I'm not gonna buy this fucking car. And the next day, I'm actually at PAX. Right, that was the first time I went to PAX. I'm sitting there playing this demo and I feel a rumble in my pocket. And it's the fucking dealership calling me. They looked up my number because I bought the car from them, my Accord. They looked up my fucking number. And I picked up and immediately hit end. I texted him like, guy, I'm not gonna buy the car. I'm not interested. I already have a better car. Okay, that's fine. Should have said so earlier. I did say earlier. So that's why I knew I didn't like car dealerships. That was the moment.
That's funny.
But
the glory of now you can buy a Tesla and online and not have to deal with people.
Oh yeah. Like, so I went and replaced that Accord with an Acura, and it was a far better experience. Is all I'm saying.
Kato,
I'm
yes.
gonna get the Cybertruck.
Super Mario RPG does get your undivided attention because it's an amazing game, and I know Bobby here is definitely going to be playing that 100%.
If it wasn't for Like a Dragon, I'd be playing that game next.
Oh, I'm guessing it's going to be after Like a Dragon for you then.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be. It was a toss-up between P5 Tactica and Super Mario RPG, but the lukewarm reviews, I can wait on Tactica. Whereas I've been really want to play Super Mario RPG. I've never played that game, so I'm looking forward to it.
Mario RPG leaked like a week early too.
Yeah.
I've had that on my computer since it leaked out. I just never played it.
And you probably played it better than the version I'm gonna play.
Yo,
probably runs better too.
Hogwarts Legacy on the Switch.
Oh my god! So I watched the morning. Was it? Not. I guess it would be Spawn Wave. Spunk has the podcast. Spawn Wave is the channel. I watched the morning Spawn Wave, and he was showing like a bat, side to side.
Awful.
It looks like ass. Yeah,
it's on the Switch.
Yeah, but it's just it's a bit of a bummer.
That's like developing for last gen. It's like, why?
Because they also put it out for last gen too, I think, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
What game is that for last gen?
I'm glad Spider-Man
Hogwarts.
Screw last gen. Forget last gen. Stop making shit for those games, for those consoles.
I feel like
you don't want the
Switch
Harry Potter game?
Huh?
No. I don't want that.
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of obvious why they put it on the Switch because it's Harry Potter. It's the Switch.
Print money.
Like,
I mean, there's sold more consoles than the Xbox.
Well, that's not hard. I feel like if I put a console, if Sega put a console out with like nothing but Sonic, it'd probably still sell better than the Xbox.
I know the Portal's gonna sell better than the Xbox.
Oh yeah, it will.
That's because Xbox is putting all their money into Game Pass.
Starfield.
You mean the game that's out already?
Yeah, that's just keeping the servers. They're keeping the servers alive. That's about what
They're just paying the devs to fix Redfall. It's gonna be a big game, I promise.
10 years later, people are still be playing Redfall. Yeah, sure. Oh god, I honestly laughed when I saw that.
I have Game Pass, and I still didn't download Redfall. I'm like, my hard drive's better than that.
People are like, Game Pass is so good. It's like, if the games would fucking work, it would be.
Yeah.
I like Game Pass because of the indies. I like playing all the indie games. I like games I never would have bought originally. I think it's kind of cool. But other than that, yeah, I don't really play the big AAAs on it. I guess I'm gonna play Like a Dragon on it, but I'm actually think P5 Tactica is on Game Pass too, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Right there. It is. I mean, there's a reason you don't see a ton of big games on Game Pass day one is because it's not a good deal for big
It's a waste
AAA
of-
developers.
No, it's not. In my mind, Game Pass is an amazing opportunity for indie games.
Oh, it is
right?
absolutely
'Cause-
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And to me, that's the best thing. And I'm glad Microsoft kind of leans into it a little bit.
Not as much, but
Game
yeah.
Pass is essentially PlayStation Plus. Release
Whoa.
older games on there for like once a month for free, like PlayStation.
I will say I feel like Game Pass is a better value than Plus at this point, just because
and
Plus has been so
to
weak.
Plus, yes, I meant the
Yeah,
Plus.
Old Plus. Oh god, I remember Old Plus back was like the PS4. Oh man, it was bangers each month.
Remember the PS3
great.
when online was free?
Dude, PS3 PlayStation Plus was fun. I always reminisce with Tallen here. That PlayStation, like the PSN would update every Tuesday. Oh my god, it was the best.
I remember
It was
that.
like, oh, what's gonna be there? What's gonna be there? Oh my god, we got a demo. Holy shit!
Yeah, we got a demo. We got sales here. We got
Oh.
these two games coming out. Like, man, it was.
And
Dude,
I
I was
don't know,
excited
man.
when I saw like Infamous and stuff come out on PlayStation Plus. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
oh my god, devs, please make another Infamous game. I want it.
I know, right? And
I
not
love
not
Infamous.
Second Son 2. Like, I want to, like, yeah.
all right. Which is the best Infamous game though?
One.
One, two.
I did like Second Son, but that's probably my second favorite. But one Second Son, then two, I think. Yeah, I did like Festival of Blood or whatever.
I'd probably go 1, 2, and Second Son. Second Son didn't do it for me. I think because my hype was too high for it though. Like I was like ready for Sucker Punch to just absolutely smack the one out of the park, and it.
I
I
didn't
like
like.
the additions of like extra abilities, like like you control like rock and stuff.
Yeah, that didn't really work super well for me.
See,
at
okay,
least.
so
was fun.
here's the thing with
That's
all
fun.
the Infamous games. They actually are all fun. I'll give to that. But if you have to pick an order, it goes 2, 1, Second Son for me. I think the thing I didn't like about Second Son the most for me is the powers. I think, which are supposed to be like the big draw to it, right? Like,
Yeah.
like what was it? Dust or not dust? Soot, essentially. Like the very
Oh,
first
yeah,
power.
you're like, you're like just whoosh. You're just dust floating in the wind.
Right, like that was kind of okay. Neon was cool. I mean, there's a reason they tried to do that whole DLC
Oh,
with
Neon was so much fun to run around the map with.
yeah.
I actually thought the DLC for Second Son was pretty solid.
It was a solid DLC. Yeah, don't get me wrong. The graphic power was that the third one?
Raph, I don't know
like
that.
like glitch.
Yeah, the glitch power. We got it from the nerdy kid.
Yeah, I remember that
Yeah, that was actually
don't
pretty
know
fun. I like
about
the reversal with that as well, along with some of the powers. Rock, I just was like, okay, sure, and then never touched
That
it
was the
again.
first power you got, right?
Cool.
No,
I'm
no,
the
Rock,
thing.
Rock was the last one you got.
Oh, it was a rock. Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, it's like cool. I'm the thing now.
Yeah, the first power was like ash or soot or something, whatever it was officially called.
This is lightning. The first one's lightning.
No. I'm talking about the
It's
Second Son.
original.
Second Son.
Well, don't you start lightning?
The first
No.
one was no. The first one was smoke or whatever.
Smoke. That's what it was. Yeah, I'm only talking about
yeah.
Second Son.
Because you like blew up or some another and became Smoky Boy.
Yep.
I will say I love Infamous for the dual storylines where you can go good or evil.
That's always fun. Yeah.
Imagine GTA with like a system like that.
You mean everyone would just be bad because they want to do?
Oh yeah, no, we're all drug dealers in GTA. What do you mean?
It's the best way to make money.
Yeah, pimp slapping everybody. It's like
Oh, yeah.
it's a good time killing
yeah.
hookers. Can't wait for GTA 6. It's gonna really December's gonna be a good month.
I mean, the trailer is gonna release, but I doubt the game.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be. I'm saying it's gonna be a good month because we get the trailer finally.
Yep.
Just the trailer alone is gonna make for some great internet drama, and I'm all about that shit.
It's like that. The trailer still be hyped because what leaked was just early development gameplay. I don't know why people got mad about that. But
Weren't they
either
more
way,
mad
it's
because it was
like-
a female protagonist? Wasn't that the reason?
There's a male guy in there too.
Oh.
I think there's multiple, right? Like
Yeah, they
at
have.
least
You have
what
the,
it seemed like.
they do like they do the Assassin's Creed thing where you can either pick a male or a female.
Oh, that's who cares? Who cares? I mean, that's fine.
Huh.
I was about to say it's about time GTA did that.
I can't just make my own person then. Why do I
Yeah, it
have to
should be
be
like
specific?
GTA Online create a character, but it's just
Yeah,
everything.
I mean, it worked well enough for Saints Row 2 and 3. Why not?
Dude, Saints Row is such a goofy ass game.
That's the best part.
I know.
I miss 3 and 4.
I remember-
Saints Row was so good.
First one I played
Was.
was third, and I was like, this is fun.
Yeah, ditto. That was the best.
God.
4 didn't do as much for me, but yeah, 3 was just like, what is this game? Where have you been all my life? It was a blast.
You didn't like the remake or the?
I didn't play it. I skipped it. I'm not even gonna pay for 10, but my time's worth more than that. Especially in this year. Too many other fucking games to play. Most of those fucking games are JRPGs, which takes a long ass time to finish.
I just want no more live service games.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Get rid of all of them forever. They suck. I don't want to have to sit there and like be like, oh no, the server doesn't exist anymore. I can't play a game anymore. It's like the worst feeling.
It's gonna
ever.
happen to all those live service games.
I know, all the gacha games too. Unless Dokkan's like, hey, offline mode.
I mean, some of those will probably do something similar to that, but by then the game's done. Like, there's no more updates. So,
Well, why would they do that though? Why would they put the money in to make an offline mode if they're not gonna make money on it?
Because they made hella money already.
They ain't in this for
They
goodwill.
have it planned up until the 10th anniversary. 10th anniversary after it finishes, offline mode, Dokkan's done.
We did what we set out to do. I don't know. I would say it's a bit, a bit of a bummer. Like, oh yeah, games aren't gonna last very long until the servers turn off. Then you can't play the games anymore. But it's like I don't really play a whole lot of old games anymore. I pretty much just play remakes of old games as they port them. So
what are you talking about? You don't like plugging in your SNES and
no, I don't.
replaying the game that everyone
first of all,
thinks is the best?
I can't play my SNES. I don't have any analog video inputs in my house.
That is.
It's 2023.
Yep.
Don't have an adapter.
I have to go buy an HDMI converter thing, which are not cheap. I'd rather just emulate
Wait,
it on my
HDMI
computer.
converter?
Here's a cheap alternative. Buy the original Elgato. If you can find one.
Keyword if you can find one.
Because that supported composite and AV.
Okay.
And
all right.
HDMI.
Isn't wait, how much is an HDMI to analog things like that? Like,
So it's not cheap if you want a good one, right? Because you have to. It's not a one-to-one process. You actually have to do computerized stuff to make it work.
right.
Right. So it's like a DAC on your phone. It's the digital analog converter thing. Like you buy a cheap one, it'll be shit. It'll work, but it'll be shit. So at this point, like I'm not the hardcore. Like, it needs to be 1-to-1 exactly how I remember on SNES.
I feel like converters are.
They're good, definitely go down in price. I'm not saying they're like
They're not
super cost per hit.
$100. They're not even close. You can find a good one for like 40, $50.
Really?
It's
Oh,
no different than HDMI splitters. You can do the same kind of basic
Oh,
concept.
HDMI splitters should be trivial. It's just copying the data. I mean, the digital data, isn't it? Like analog, you actually have to do work with that, right? I've not looked into this at all.
If you want a HDMI to composite,
Okay,
you don't need like a $300 composite converter. That's just like that's too much. It's like this.
Okay, all right.
Just for
So this
playing
is
some
news.
video
This is news
games.
to me. Like I'm
If you go on Amazon, you can get like I guess really just depends on if you find a.
and they're decent. They're decent.
Like, if you want to look
These
up, if
prices.
you want a good customer review one, like Blackmagic makes one. Micro, that's not even an HDMI, is it?
All that matters is the new
that's
Digimon.
HDMI to wrong component.
All that matters is the new Digimon MMO coming out. I did not even know they had one.
Ditto. I'm still waiting for my Digimon Cyber Sleuth 3.
The
Keep
Digimon
waiting, man.
MMO.
Keep waiting.
It was so good. I love Cyber Sleuth.
I do want to see.
Digimon
I do
games
want
I
to see that
remember.
Digimon 2 movie that just came out.
So I need you to just, as someone who watched it, keep a do not hype it at all. Like it was probably the worst Digimon movie I've seen. I did not like it.
The newest one that just came out, or the Kizuna one from a couple years ago?
I like Kazuna. Kazuna. I thought Kazuna was better than this one.
Okay,
This one just felt like it.
I haven't seen this one, so I can't say. So.
As someone who went and watched it in theaters,
Wow.
I mean, I just more just going for shits and jumps. I really didn't care. I don't really keep up with Digimon a whole lot. And as somebody who really didn't watch that second season, I mean, I knew the characters. I didn't know the characters. I didn't really watch the whole series. It just felt like it kind of, right when it started to get going, the movie ended. So I think it might have been either too short and the beginning was a bit too slow. It's a fun movie.
I heard it.
Just don't think too hard on it.
I heard it was dark. Like,
I mean, Digimon as a whole, I feel like as a franchise feels kind of dark, like compared to like Pokemon stuff. But like, it's not dark. Yeah, $30. That's cheap.
I thought the protagonist Digimon was like, he basically being a puppet master.
I could spoil it for you. Oh, yes and no. I mean, you can make that argument and yes, but it was more of a misunderstanding. But I hope that's not too much of a spoiler.
I mean, you're talking to a guy who doesn't give two shits about spoilers, so.
Likewise, but I do have to try to keep. I mean, I'm a guest on your guys' stream. Like, I don't want to really piss people off.
I love Digimon first season kids movies and whatnot. I was great. Last thing I watched was a remake of season 1, though. It was all right.
I will say I didn't hate my time. I just not sure I'd recommend it.
Or wait until DVD/streaming, essentially.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I say that for most movies.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies that just came to streaming, another anime that just came out movie-wise, Suzume?
The movie?
Yeah. That was actually decent. I think Shinkai has done better movies, but I definitely recommend watching it if you get the chance. It's on Crunchyroll, at least in the US now. I'm guessing in Japan.
Yeah. The only downside to the that old or not the old, but the 2020 Digimon quote unquote reboot/remake or whatever, the first adventures, is that show unfortunately is like the definition of what happens when COVID happens and that show's about to release. That had a ton of production issues and just things that were supposed to be like voice acted and everything weren't, and a ton of stuff got cut from it, unfortunately. And it's just like, oh man, because I ended up reading this article over here in the magazine and I was just like, oh damn, that's what happened. That's why it's like that.
I will say the new Digimon kind of feels a bit low budget, but then I'm used to watching the big budget anime movies and stuff at this point.
Wait, the Ghost TV show Digimon? No,
the new Digimon movie I just was talking about.
Oh, the O2. It's called the O2 movie.
O2, yeah, O2. I couldn't remember what the subtitle was for it. I just want to say O2. It's a new beginning, I think. Yeah. It felt a bit low budget, which as a whole, I feel like Digimon has a bit low budget, just out of necessity, because it's not Pokemon.
Yeah.
Also, I apologize ahead of time. I hit random accent because I'm so used to do. I want to do DK one.
I'm right there with you, Ken.
Digimon movie that.
What Digimon movie?
Didn't they release Digimon movie that was after they were older and stuff like that? Wasn't that one of the recent ones?
Yeah,
Last Kizuna.
Yeah,
so is it Kizuna or Kizuna?
Kizuna's how you pronounce it in Japanese, but Kizuna is the original Adventure 1 kids, where they are like Ty and Matt are basically about to graduate college, so they're working for jobs right now, and everyone else is doing their own life thing essentially.
Yeah.
That was that movie. O2 technically continues from there, but it obviously focuses on the O2 kids, who I believe are in college, like maybe the third year of college or something like that. I'm not sure though.
But it does play into the O1. Like they're referenced in it in a dark way, I guess is the best way of putting it.
Oh wow, okay. That I did not hear, but okay.
Well, I don't want to say too much.
Turn away now for spoilers.
I want to say, I'll tell you. That's on you.
Oh, O2 released in
came out.
It just came out like a couple weeks ago. It came out.
It released in
a couple weeks in the US. In the US, it came out like a week or two ago.
Yeah, Japan was about 2 weeks ago. It was October 29th or something like that.
I'll tell you.
This database site doesn't even mention the US. It just says it was released in Brazil and Japan.
All right, spoilers. If anyone doesn't want to hear about the movie, come back in like 2 minutes. 3,
ready?
2, 1, go.
So effectively what they're saying is in O2, the new beginning, the new Digimon in it effectively created all the Digidestin. And so the whole point of it is when you referencing the Puppet Master, everything was just to make this one kid happy. Because he wanted to make friends.
Right.
And that the friends were the Digidestin. And so this Digimon made the original every Digidestin at that point, up to that point. And so they're referencing all the original ones. They're saying if this Digimon dies or disappears, all this Digidestin disappear.
Damn.
That was the whole crux of the movie.
I'm assuming obviously they avert everyone dying, but
yeah, because that's called a oh god, fuck, what's it called? That is a oh my god, what is the word for it? Oh, it's a pothole. There we go. Jesus Christ.
Well, one, it's interesting because there were a couple article like interviews over here for the people making the movie, and how they were they're trying to, you know, not skin the line. It's like thread the needle of trying to make an interesting, unique story, but at the same time not try to piss off the fans too much from the O2 epilogue from the old day, you know, the old TV show back in the day.
Yeah. Which you're fighting uphill battle with that anyway, because you literally have a bunch of seasons after that. You can't do a whole lot.
Right.
So it's literally you have to make a movie that's
funny though, because one of those like articles or interviews or whatever, I shouldn't say article, I should say interviews, because it was on TV if I remember correctly. Like the guy, you could tell the guy was trying not to say just grow up, forget the old ending, this is the new one right now, essentially. I was just like, damn.
So something I feel like Digimon as a franchise has done pretty well is that they don't stick to a specific continuity. Like there's all kinds of spin-offs. Oh, yeah. I feel like this movie would have been better as a spin-off. I think they would have been able to go a little harder with it, because I feel like it's very obvious the filmmakers really wanted to go a little darker, a little heavier, and they kept getting pulled back because of continuity issues. I really wanted them to go all in, because like there's a huge amount of dark moments in the beginning of it, and it just kind of lightens up as it goes on. It's like, really lean into the heavier moments. Granted, it's still, I mean, it's not a particular, it's a kid's show, right? It's not that
it's
dark.
A kid's show, yeah. It's not terribly dark or anything.
I mean, it's definitely not like, I put it like on a PG kind of.
So it should be. Digimon murders everybody.
Yeah, I should go Poltergeist. I want to see like Digimon like ripping their faces off, like in Poltergeist, like really lean to that PG rating, right?
Technically, wasn't the third season of Digimon, like the TV show Tamers, I believe, was pretty dark considering for Digimon back then.
Well, dark for whom though? Which market? Because like I feel like at that point Digimon was kind of over in the US. So was it dark for Japan standards?
For Japan standards, it was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, because like Japan's a crazy ass country to me, because they're like, oh yeah, we have to censor cyberpunk. I'm like, wait, what? For violence? No, for sex. I'm like, what? This prude ass US country has more liberal standards for games than Japan? What?
Yeah, Japan's weird when it comes to their sense.
Yeah. Sometimes. Violence, I understand. Like I've known Resident Evil has gotten censored in Japan. It's home country for years.
Oh yeah.
But it's for sex reasons? What? Okay, all right.
I mean, to be fair, Japan has definitely cut back on some of that stuff, I would say, compared to what you personally saw when you were out here all those years ago. Like some of that stuff you don't see as visibly anymore.
Funny, I was gonna say it wasn't that long ago, but it was long ago.
It was 2018, wasn't it?
I know, and that's 5 years ago. Holy fuck!
Yeah, you need your ass back over here. Ow.
I have to make my way out there. By the way, that reminds me. I keep meaning to ask you. I keep forgetting. Have you ever had Strong Zero before?
Maybe. I don't think I have.
Okay, because like they always bring up like all anime YouTubers always bring up like, oh god, so hardcore. I really want to know what it tastes like.
I mean, come out here and try it, I guess. But
I know that's what I'm gonna do, but it just seems like a Four Loko with half the alcohol content.
Kinda is. So.
Which is like, Jesus Christ, what? Okay.
I looked up just because I was curious. I looked up Strong Zero on Amazon. What the first result was for me?
Four Loko.
Listen.
No.
Yo,
That's a pretty strong zero. That's a pretty strong zero right there.
Oh God, jeez, that person just went halfway across the track line there to get that.
I got 10th place. Oof. Oof. Yeah, no, strong zeros. I want to try. That's about it. At this point.
Wait, can I buy this online? I can.
Can you?
Strong Zero. There's a website dedicated for it. You can have it delivered. Free worldwide shipping. No,
No, you
minimum
can't. But
order.
it's like it's a shit ton. It's like a pallet of it, isn't it?
No.
Okay.
No,
Really?
I don't think so.
$100.
Hold on.
Shit, I can buy it for $100.
Yeah, it's $100, 120.
24 of them?
A lot of this is probably importing. That's probably where
Holy
it comes from.
fuck! No, like I heard it.
Yeah,
the reason
no,
why I
it's
haven't bought any.
24 by 500 milliliters. I hate metric system, so whatever.
I mean, that's not a
It's
terrible.
only
price.
9%. That ain't strong.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they always talk about. Oh, how strong is like Four Locos are 14. Like our wine is like
Smirnoff
12 to
is stronger
15.
than this.
Well, and it's liquor. This is literally, as far as I'm aware, not liquor. It's just
this
really
Japanese
strong
alcohol is really
malt
not
liquor.
that strong, like compared to what you're used to seeing in the States. I can
Yeah,
easily say
like,
that right now.
That's because we get fucked up.
Four Loco
Yeah,
is
you
like
do.
like 14%
Stop making
wine.
for local. I'm sad.
Remember when
No,
Four?
legit
I remember when
no,
Four
no,
Loco
no, no,
was
no.
changed. I remember when that
No,
happened.
Four Loco still exists. They just stopped putting caffeine in it, which means you just get yourself a monster, pour it in. Jesus.
No, because I remember because that
No,
was
don't
our
do that. Don't do
sophomore
that.
year of college.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Was it our sophomore year of college, Lemon? I think is when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember that happened because everyone was going to the liquor store in the town where my university was, you know, before the whole thing passed where you could just go to the local store and get it.
Yeah. No, you could still it's malt liquor. It's nothing. So the whole thing with Four Loko is that caffeine in it.
Right, it was
And
all
I
a
can
caffeine
va-
thing, yeah.
I
Everyone
can
bought
vouch.
it up. Right, everyone just bought it up though before
yeah.
that whole law went in and they changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like,
Which is
"Jeez."
a good thing. It's a good thing because you're gonna die.
know.
So the 2 times you remember me blacking out playing Mario Kart, both times where I'm drinking monsters and alcohol.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
This website I'm
Shit
looking at that
will
has
fuck you up.
strong zero also has whiskeys and stuff on it. Hold on.
now we're talking whiskey. Good whiskey or bad whiskey?
I mean, there's whiskey bottles up to like $1,600 on here. So
Yeah,
is it
that's too much for me.
Yamazaki whiskey, 18.
Japanese whiskey, I'm not a fan of. I've tried a couple of them. Like they're
aged 18
good,
years. Let's go.
but they're definitely more like a Scotch than like a bourbon.
Why is the 18-year whiskey more expensive than the 21-year?
Is it mixed?
Because
or
reasons?
blended at all?
It's the same brand, like not the same exact like whiskey, but it's Suntory whiskey. One
Oh,
is
like,
Suntory
they have,
Hibiki, and then one is Yamazaki,
it might just be like a better.
probably. Well, even in the description, the Hibiki one is like, it's the most sought after. It's like, what the fuck you mean? It's more, it's less expensive.
I mean, when I bought some Japanese whiskey, it was like $40 or $50 a bottle, which kind of is not too bad, but it was a blended. And I was like, fuck, blend for 50? Are you kidding me? Shit. So, I don't know, maybe it's like an import thing.
So for strong zero on this site that I'm looking at, you can get, I guess it's a 24 pack for like $130. Strong zero double shikuwasa. I don't know what shikuwasa is.
I'm on Strong
I don't know
Zero's
what
website,
flavor that's supposed to be.
and it looks like a citrus.
Yeah, and then there's one that's grapefruit, double lemon.
See, I want the grapefruit. That sounds good. Some grapefruit. Free worldwide shipping, no minimum order.
Plum. Ugh.
Yeah, I'll
I
pass
would
on
try
that.
the plum. I would probably try.
I'm gonna try it, but I'm not.
Is there they need variety pack. I don't think there's a variety pack in there.
It's not on the Strong Zero website.
Strong sour.
Okay. Wait. Strong. No, I think are you on the Strong Zero at CH website?
Yep.
Yep, same here. So I just scrolled down, I saw Suntory Hibiki, $1,200. Like the fuck? It's just Suntory's website on a different name at this point. Jesus Christ. I'm surprised. I don't think I'm allowed to import alcohol, liquor like that in Washington State. That's shit.
Does Washington State? I don't know.
You can't. Well, you can't. Because I want to try the Mountain Dew seltzer things. No, not Mountain Dew. Yeah, Mountain Dew. Yeah. They don't have them yet in Washington. I want to try them, but I can't import them legally speaking. It's like Total Wine won't ship to me or anything, even though it's a fucking seltzer.
Did I hear someone mention Japanese whiskey? Yes, Lemon found one, or Hydrus did.
Oh yeah, no. There's plenty of yeah, it's on the Strong Zero website. I don't know. I have to try more Japanese whiskey. So far, I'm not super.
Oh, hold on. So for me in North Carolina, there are limits, but I can bring in liquor or malt beverages and stuff like that. But there's like a limit of like, I think like a bottle size of up to like 750 milliliters or 9 cases basically.
Only 9 cases. Okay.
Guess it's like some bizarre way of doing it. I'm guessing it's like a 50 to 100-year-old law or something that's never changed.
Ow.
It's illegal to ship to anyone outside of NC for any reason, though. I guess unless you're like a business or something like that. But if you're like a regular citizen doing it,
yeah. No, same with Washington.
Bobby says not. Bobby says not all right. That's like saying I'm a Canadian mochi. Stay in your lane.
Wait, what?
I don't know. That's what he typed in the chat.
Hold on. So here's the border. Let's look at the customs law here real quick. That's where that matters.
Fuck customs.
Shipping alcoholic beverages by mail is prohibited by the United States. I assume that's like going out, not in.
Yeah, probably going
shipping out of the United States. So the importer must be 21 to bring alcoholic beverages into the United States.
First
shipping
place.
Alcoholic beverages through a courier is permitted. However, duty will be collected on the entire shipment. Fuck. I've never had to pay anything for anything imported that I'm aware of.
I have when people send stuff to me from the US, depending on how big the thing is and what's inside the package, I have to.
Oh yeah, I remember shipping that graphics card. They're like, "How much is this worth?" Like, I don't know.
So the two times I've had to pay it is the first time was when I sent my computer over the very first time I moved over here, and it obviously took a little bit of time to get over here, which was fine because those first couple weeks I was just getting situated, moved in, all that stuff. And the guy from the post office comes and he's got my computer. I'm like, yes, all right, cool. I can get set it all up and everything like that. He's like, okay, that will be $80 essentially. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't have the cash on me for that. I need to go down to the convenience store to get that. Can I do that? And he said, here, I'll stop by tomorrow. And I was like, the guy comes back tomorrow and the next day, and I have the cash. I'm like, here you go. And I see it was like $79.50 or something like that. And it was just like,
gross.
Second time was when my parents sent me a little care package, I think about 6 years ago, I want to say. And that one cost me about $45 to receive.
That's not that bad.
That's to receive it though. Keep in mind, they still have to pay to send it to me, which is already expensive.
Okay, this might be why I didn't have to pay, because going into the United States, like depending on who's shipping it and where it's coming from, they may put that in the price of whatever's being shipped. So that might be why it's like $125 for alcohol. I was gonna say a case of 24. That's not for $100. That sounds a little expensive.
It's a little steep. It's a little steep for probably something that doesn't taste too great.
Also, I've never paid an import fee because I bought stuff from PlayAsia. My Switch is a Japanese Switch from PlayAsia, and I never paid anything for them to get it to me. They just shipped and got here, and that was it. So
yeah, I know they ate the cost.
The Switch was like 400, almost $500 from PlayAsia. But it was at a time where all of them were sold out, by the way, so that was my only option.
Yeah, I guess
I just picked up a Switch. That's all I did. Like I just walked in, picked it up, and left.
Yeah, I found it at Walmart, and I called people like, "Hey, this Walmart has a bunch of Switches," and they all came, and all got Switches.
I'd be like, "I'll buy them all, eBay."
Stonks. Saving good money right there.
That's what people should. That's what people are doing with the portal.
Yeah, which is bizarre. I feel like those people are misinformed. I do not
I
think
should
there's
have
that
my
much
Apple Card
demand.
and did that. I should have bought like 3 or 4 of them and put them on eBay for like $500.
There's no way people are buying those, right? Like, really? People are...
On a bet.
Oh no, fanboys, no.
I mean, dude,
Fools.
don't you remember the graphics cards for the first couple of years during the pandemic and everything? People were
graphics cards are useful. Portals aren't.
some people
like,
they are.
PlayStation.
Yo, those people are crazy. Those are the same people who like, oh, Switch has cloud games. Oh, sign me up. Yeah, no,
I love how
they're
this
crazy
guy,
people.
He has a PlayStation Portal on eBay listing for $310. I love how the picture of it is 3 confirmed orders of it arriving.
That's really gonna make me feel really good about my order. Oh yeah, he got 3 other people. Oh yeah, must be legit. Oh yeah.
$100 profit per. It's like I should have
Man,
wrote a
miss
blog
me.
to buy
You gotta
these.
understand, 90% of people don't know 90% of what we know. That is very true. That is definitely very true. The amount of
So,
people who keep up to date on gaming news and videos and all that stuff, like it's a lot smaller than people think. Like it's a lot smaller.
If only I used my computer knowledge to dupe other people.
Make some good bank.
The people buying these like my God, what's the term called?
Nimrods?
No. You buy it and sell it for a higher price. What the fuck is it?
Scalpers?
Yeah, there we go. Scalper. God.
Alright, right back.
The people that are buying from scalpers are like not people our age or younger that like are on the internet all the time.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to scam people though, because like
I mean, yeah, the generation underneath us is quite stupid.
well, it's just
No offense.
no offense to any viewers in here. Yeah, no offense. Well, no, it's
Not you
it's
guys.
Not,
You guys
yeah,
are
not you
awesome.
guys, of course. But no, but I mean, it's almost any generation though. Like there are, because I mean, whether it's like those texts you get or those emails or like you'll see a comment under someone's video about like for 50th person to click on this. Like you hear it all the time from the big YouTubers and everything. It's just like
call us now to get your refund.
yeah, it's just like how do you not
There's
see
always
that's
elderly
fake?
people that get that though. It's usually the elderly people that fall for that.
Usually, yes, yeah. But I'm just saying though, like there are times though where like you get some particular email or something, or a message, or you see something in a pinned comment of a video, and it's just like, how do you not see this? Like it should be obvious.
It's like, do you not watch Kit Boga? Hello.
Yeah.
Or Scammer Payback even. Look, come on.
No, yeah, I know.
I'll wake up in like the middle of the night because I'll have like YouTube playing, and then I wake up to one of their videos playing. I'm just like, oh, okay. Because I'll hear like some elderly one. I was like, why is an
Son of a
elderly woman
bitch.
talking?
Get kicked out?
God damn it. No, I didn't get kicked out, but I thought I had a little more time than that.
It's
Fuck
Mario
me.
Kart. You underestimated it.
Oh my god. This game is not good for fucking bladders. Jesus.
Always have a bottle nearby.
You can tell I'm not a hardcore gamer because I don't have a ball nearby.
No.
need
What
up
was
my
it? What is it
game.
from
No,
Battlefield
not even
Friends?
that.
Get a shit
Put
bucket.
just buy a bedpan and sit on that.
Just cut up my
Hey, that's
seat.
smart. Just put like one of those like seat warmers on top of like the thing, and there you go. You're good. Like
There you
one
go,
of the
yeah.
toilet warmers.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, that's a genius idea. The gamer seat.
Yeah.
Actually, no, we should integrate that into the seat itself and then sell it to gamers.
Yeah,
Call
and
it the
then
gamer
put like
seat.
a cup holder,
Oh yeah. No, it's genius.
a footrest
Yeah.
even.
If people buy gamer bathwater, that's an old cut, I guess. They'll buy a gamer seat. Whatever happened to what's her name? Philadelphia. Is she still around? Is it still a thing?
Bathwater or whatever?
Gamer, you know what I'm talking about, right?
You know,
Tallen?
I know. Ow.
Okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but it's just like, oh.
I do not like. That's, I guess, an old cut. I mean, that's
Kids, don't look up who that is.
yeah. Don't.
You'll regret it.
Well, there's worse things to look up, but that's definitely not one of the better ones. But yeah,
You're right. You can look up Nikocado Avocado.
Dude, I hate when people randomly drop like gifts of that guy. I'm like, fuck, I hate this guy so much.
As long as
Because I
it's
feel
not
so
gif.
much pity for him.
As long as it's not a gif of his OnlyFriends.
Wait, that's a thing? He actually has only friends?
Apparently, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I've seen people review it, apparently. I'm like, why would you even?
That's a thing. Reviewing the only friends. Okay. Nope.
I
Respect the
remember
hustle.
once I
Respect
got
the
a
hustle.
scam call and they said that they were from my bank and needed my social security because they had a security issue with my account. I said, I'm not giving you my SSN. Yeah.
Wait, why not the bank call? They're legit, right? The bank's legit.
Then they said, well, we can go by your PIN number. And I was like, no.
We need you to download AnyDesk and put it on your computer. Because
Speaking
then we need to confirm by doing netstat in your computer console.
Yes. Oh, look at all those viruses you got. Oh, look at all those numbers.
Look at all the hackers that are connected to your computer. Oh, so turn off the computer. No.
So you're saying get my Google gift card and put it into Google, right? No. Dude, I love watching. You ever watch Kit Boga? I'm sure you have.
Literally, I was talking about that before.
Yep, Kit Boga.
Kit Boga and Scammer Payback.
Yes, I love those. I love watching the compilations of them freaking out. Not Kit Boga, but like the scammers freaking out.
Are you mad?
No! When I tell you to do something, you do it! As I say!
I'm 84 years old.
But you said get a Google gift card and input it. No, I didn't say input it!
Why did you redeem it? Why did you redeem it? No. Dude, I feel like these guys are gonna cry.
Oh my god. So good. Like, that plays right into my enjoyment of like public freakouts. I just, for some reason, I love public freakouts, and that just scratches that itch every single time.
Karen public freakout.
I'm not sure if it's some sort of like internal just love of watching drama and stuff, but I just love watching that shit.
I think it is, Lemon. You know it is.
But I don't know if
Logan Paul drama.
Oh God.
I like watching. Yeah, I do enjoy the drama of it, but it's not. I don't get as much shade for it out. Like he never suffers enough for it to be worth my time.
Oh yeah.
Like, I want to see him
guys
suffer for it.
here.
Like,
Bobby, that's
so
the problem
I'm
though. People don't know their research. They don't know what's required by law and everything. That's the reason that these scammers can do all that shit.
oh yeah. Like, I routinely go back to George Carlin and I say, look at the average person, right? How stupid they are. There's 50%, well, allegedly 50% more. I mean, if you're going off averages, stupider than them. So yeah, I can totally do that.
I never get scam calls anymore. I really want one though.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I don't have to deal with any of that shit, thankfully.
Do you want to deal with that shit, Tallen?
No, I do
make
not.
It happen.
But I'm
I
guessing
can
that's
give you
probably,
my phone number.
probably one of the
I mean-
better things about living in Japan, because like I had to ask some of my coworkers who grew up here, obviously, and be like, so were scam callers ever a thing? Are they still a thing here?
Actually, now I really want to give scam callers phone numbers to see what they do. I thought I could call them.
Research when you. Yeah. Okay, babe. All right, Bobby. I
mean,
get
Bobby,
that.
they don't really do research. They just buy their list and call. That's all they do. They don't put in like half the effort.
I guess international calls are pretty dirt cheap these days, aren't they?
Are they? I don't know. The only people I call on my internet on any kind of international call is occasionally my U.S. bank, but that's like maybe once a year.
What would happen if scammer called and they tried turning on my camera and it was just a picture of a butthole?
The old Moonsie, huh?
Winking at him.
Winking at him.
Would they click away or what?
Oh, so we like to tell you about the extended. Whoa, my God! That's not an eye. That's a brown one.
It's watery. Looks chunky.
Someone didn't
Is
eat
that a
their
gerbil?
fiber. Gerbil.
Why, yes, thanks for asking. It's my accessory.
Oh,
Oh,
for
come
fuck's
on!
sake!
The one map, the one.
I would go one. There's
Dude,
like one
what
and
the
two.
heck? Come on.
Welcome to Mario Kart, Tallen. First time.
Hey.
Eh. Mm, mm, mm. I kind of forgot Funky Kong was in the game. Like, what the fuck? Who's that guy? Oh, it's Funky Kong. I should be Funky Kong. Coolest Kong.
We all love Rainbow Road, don't we?
I don't hate Rainbow Road. I just think the old Rainbow Road, new Rainbow Roads are not that hard, and old Rainbow Roads are super hard. So I don't know.
Oh, so you want them to bring back the old one?
Yeah. I need people to like suffer as I have suffered.
Law 24, not this map, and I'm Shadow 24.
No need.
Just want to finally play on the old GameCube Donkey Kong Mountain. Like, I love that map from the good old days. Double dash map right there.
No,
So
let
let
me
me
get
check-
Hey You Pikachu on the virtual console.
Now we're talking. That little bastard never listened to a word I said, but maybe he will now.
Because the mic is like a $2 Walmart mic.
Yeah, it was shite. It was shite. So I remember back in the day, I had a choice: Pokemon Stadium or Hey You Pikachu. I made a very bad decision. I got Hey You Pikachu.
Oh, dude, no.
Did you at least get Pokemon Stadium 2?
Never did. Never got Pokemon Stadium ever.
No, it's 2, the second one.
Never. I never got either of them. I always went to my
Oh,
cousin's house and played them, and I would never, because I had never brought my Game Boy over and stuff for some
That's the
reason.
one from my cousin.
And I always play the rental Pokemon. They always get their asses kicked, which in hindsight was weird because I feel like it can't be that hard of a game. Like, surely I was just really bad at making a team, and I just kept loading it up with shitty Pokemon. I should go play through those and see if they're really as hard as I remember the things.
Isn't Pokemon Stadium on the Nintendo
Yep, both of them
Online
are.
Plus thing?
Both of them are.
Talon, I'm going to say something, and that might make the YouTube unhappy, but I'm not going to pay for fucking Nintendo Online Special thing. That's what emulators are for.
I do not blame you.
Because N64 is really easy to emulate. This isn't easier in 64 or Super Nintendo. You have to
Isn't
ROMs, like,
up to the
trivial.
GameCube easy to emulate?
No, PlayStation's hard because you have to do like ROMs and discs and stuff. By hard, I mean trivial, but it's less trivial than in 64.
Oh, okay.
Like, you can emulate all the way up to like. Actually, I guess the 360 and PS3 emulators are actually pretty far along too. Obviously, Switch is better than the actual real console at this point. Again, this is probably not great for your stream, but I'm sorry at a time.
I mean, geez, if PS3 emulation is like where it needs to be, I'd love to go back and play.
Which
Like,
shocked me immensely because that CPU was such a fucking cluster. No one knew how to develop for it, and yet we have an emulator for it, which is very telling of how nerdy these emulator developers are.
Yeah.
Like, John Carmack is on their level, is all I'm saying. That guy's a genius, and these emulator developers are on that level.
Ow. Isn't this Talon's Turnpike 2 or 3? I can't
2
remember.
or 3. I don't remember which one's this one. I just know it's one of your favorite maps. It's in the series of your favorite maps.
Clearly my
Which
favorite.
is weird because you like the Need for Speed games where you have to dodge cars, and you don't like dodging cars in Mario Kart. Curious.
Technically, Talon, we have the family group. We could just add Lemon into.
We could add Lemon into it. Yeah. Do we have a spot?
It's a waste. Don't add me. There's other people more deserving.
I already paid for Nintendo Online. I might as well just add you.
I'm just saying, add people who are more deserving than I am. I'm not deserving of it.
I don't know who else to add.
Oh, okay. Right. I just don't want to take anyone else's spot.
Right now it's just me and Tallen and your the wife now, right? God, trying to get that out was weird. I was like beginning to say girlfriend, and I was like, wait, fiance, no, wait, no.
The girl, Nuffy, no. Friends with Ben, no.
The ball and chain. Oh, shit! I should have said that. I'm like, fuck.
It's like 3 or 5 4.
Did you say friend with Ben?
I did. I was like, friend with Ben, no.
That was a phrase I was not expecting out of your mouth tonight.
What can I say? I'm feeling bold tonight.
Dirty mind, dirty mind. From dear old Tallen, Mr. God bless it. I remember the good old days of having to play video games downstairs at your parents' house. I have to keep it down, keep the profanity to a minimum. I remember.
You can use whatever profanity you want as long as they didn't hear you. That's all that matters.
Exactly. Yeah, keep it down.
I emulate motion controls for the Wii with Switch Joy-Cons. I thought the Joy-Cons.
Why do you hate yourself so much?
I was gonna ask that, yeah, but I thought the Joy-Cons, for the most part on the Switch, like for the most part, emulate pretty well compared to the Switch or to the Wii motion controls.
I don't think they do. Is my understanding like people are bitching and moaning about like pro game was
have them though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're not.
They have the gyros.
They're
gyros.
gyros. Because The Legend of Zelda, the Breath of the Wild used it.
Oh God, did it?
Uses the gyroscope. Yeah.
They use the gyros, but they didn't use like the motion sensing sensor thing though.
Oh, if you're talking about like the Wiimote thing, no.
I think that's what they're talking about.
gyros
Motion
in it.
controls.
Oh,
they have gyros. Yeah, those are great for like Switch games and stuff. But I think for like Wii games and stuff, it doesn't work as well because you don't have the sensor.
Right. Also, how's your day going? Well, my day's going pretty good. Pretty good.
The Wii is so much
officially
better
got
than
married
the
on
Wii.
Monday, and it's the weekend now, so I cannot complain.
Oh yeah, just casual. I got married on Monday. Don't matter. It's all good. It's all
Technically, it
good.
was Sunday for everyone else.
Casual week.
Dude, my parents were like messaging me every half. So I have story time right now. So if you ever plan to get married in Japan for whatever reasons, it took us 5 hours sitting in City Hall for this old 72-year-old dude to finally like process all the paperwork because he was not only slow as hell, but he didn't understand like half the stuff that was on there. And every like half hour, my mom has just messaged me like, "Hey, so are you guys like official now?" I'm like, "Nope, still waiting on this old dude." And then of course, once he was done with everything, like we had these other people help us for just to get some extra forms that we needed, and they got it done within like 10 minutes. And then we had this one woman come up to us. She's like, "By the way, I'm terribly sorry for how long he took for that to happen. That should have been done within like 45 minutes." And I was just like, "Oh my God."
I was gonna say something, but I held my tongue. I wasn't saying it.
Did they give you a wedding present like a plant?
No.
They give you,
My
like, a
wife's
ficus or something?
parents did
No,
come and
no
see
plant?
us, and we went out for lunch. So
They give you a plant? Did anyone get? Did you get plants at all?
You don't do like ceremony, like the wedding ceremonies and stuff, dude. That's a lot to save money. Hell yeah.
well, you can choose to do it, but the normal thing here in Japan is that generally you go to City Hall and you
Just do it.
You just turn the forms in. You're in the law, like in the eyes of the law and everything.
Efficiency.
You're married, yeah, right. And then if you want to do like an actual wedding ceremony, whether it's a Japanese style or a more Western style venue,
You just have a party, friends, family.
Yeah, or
I would say, you just like go
party.
party hard at the bar. Just hit the bar.
you could,
just
yeah,
like have a good old time.
yeah. Some people probably
See,
do
now
it.
that's where
We're
it's
married
at.
now. You get to carry my drunk ass home.
I mean, what do weddings turn to but just a drunken ass brawl?
Well, see,
It's
the
great.
thing for us though is that we're going to be having both. We kind of have to do two things. So there's going to be a time where my immediate family, my parents, will come out and visit here again to meet her family for the first time. And so all we're going to be doing though is like renting out a a huge room at like a really nice Japanese restaurant that we know of. And
we getting trashed.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm gonna be translating a shit ton of stuff, so I'm gonna need some alcohol in me.
Dang, 5 nights going to Japan. Let's go.
Yep. So we gotta do that.
Party.
Then she and I will be going back to the States to see not only my family, but like grandparents and everything who are like in their, well, they're pushing like 85 right now. So, you know.
And then we can hit up American bars.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a small thing like in the backyard or something like that. So, but yeah, we save a ton of money for not having to do any kind of like big, huge wedding ceremony or anything, and that can go towards, you know, a nice honeymoon or a house or anything like that, essentially. So.
Or the bar tab.
So
No,
what I'm
wedding,
hearing, Lemon, is you're gonna pick up the
there.
bar tab for us, and
No,
we're gonna.
I'm not going to. No, I'm just gonna bring fists to your place. That's all.
There we go.
Too cheap for that shit. No, you're saving a bundle by not doing all the wedding shit.
Yep.
No, I had a funny story for you about weddings. So I've never been to a wedding in my life until my brother's wedding, right? And I was actually one of the best man. What do you call those?
Best man and maid of honor, I believe, are the two.
Oh, like the groomsman. There we go.
Oh.
So I was on the groomsman. I was like my first wedding as a groomsman, but so I didn't know this. So they were doing toast and everything, and so me being a dipshit, and I didn't know this. I just kept downing my glass each toast, and they had like 8 toasts. So I just kept downing my fucking glass. So I was fucking snockered by the time like the wedding really got underway. It turns out you're not actually supposed to down the glass each toast. Thought you did. Oops.
Oh, you learned your lesson pretty fast.
Suffice to say,
He's doing the fun way to have.
yeah,
time.
pink Moscatos, you know, they're lower in alcohol content, but they're kind of potent.
You're not
And I was
exactly
on
a
empty stomach,
strong
too.
person when it comes to alcohol, so.
Stronger than you, boyo. Yeah, I know it. I knew it because you know I'm right.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of are, but yeah.
Ha-ha! Drink here under the goddamn table, boy.
What I understand, you can visit Japan like without like a visa or anything for like up to 3 months.
3
right?
months. You don't need a visa to visit Japan if you have a U.S.
Oh,
passport.
I'm going all 3 months. What do you mean? Let's go.
Yep. I mean, granted, the whole like get a visa thing for just visiting certain countries, it's not that hard. You literally go on, for most of them at least. I can't speak for all of them. For most of them, all you do is you go on their website, you input the dates you're going to be there, and then your information's in the system. And then when you fly out there and you scan your passport through customs, they're like, oh, okay, enjoy your 2 weeks or whatever. That's what I had to do for Australia.
Well, it's not for all countries. India is a mother to get into.
That's why I said I didn't say not for all countries, but for the ones who
If
ask
I ever
you
went
to.
to India,
Yeah.
I'd want to visit all the scammers just to be like, hey, what's up? I'm here to get my money back.
Hey, Bangalore is like just knock on each building. Hey, got any scammers here? Knock them out.
The police. I want to move to Japan. Me and Brad were looking. I was looking up stuff while he was playing on stream the other night or something. Whenever it was, and I was like, dude, the the cost of living there is so low. Granted, the taxes are so fucking high, but
Okay, hang on. So I need to like break
Like customs
some.
low there.
Well, hang on. So I need to break.
this is from looking up what I was.
I know,
looking up
and
online.
I need to burst your bubble on some of that stuff. Okay, so
Oh, go ahead.
okay, so yes, it is actually very cheap to live here. You know, even in like downtown Tokyo. Granted, the size of certain places are not as big, obviously. I mean,
you know, I understand like some places are gonna be like really small or like it's not like.
But like for me,
like
so
city living.
so my place I currently live in right now, it's called a 2LDK, and is essentially 2 bedrooms, a living room, and a kitchen. Okay. And I think it's 55 meters squared, I believe, is what it comes out to. So you can convert that, you know, however you need to.
I can do that in my head.
Oh yeah, no, do it in your head right now. But it costs me 80,000 yen, which in US dollars right now is $512 a month for rent right now. and things like gas and internet, the most expensive I'll get per month on that. Well, internet's a set one. It's only $40 a month for me. For internet.
Oh my god.
And I get fiber internet and all that stuff. So
Dude, I don't even have fiber.
You really gotta flexion your boy like that?
yeah, I do.
Hurtful.
I get 500 down, 20 up, and it's like over on almost $100.
On a slow day, I'll get 500 down, 400 up, and then I'll actually be really close to my actual speeds, like 900 down and 700 up. So
still good. Like,
yeah. So anyway, so live in terms of living, like it's not bad. Cause like if you take what I make right now in Japanese yen and you convert that to US dollars, like I'm actually like below poverty line essentially. Like it's not even like, I'm not even joking on that. But in terms of the taxes and everything, okay, so there are 3 things you have to pay into no matter what, whether you're here on a work visa, you're a citizen, you're a permanent resident, whatever the case is. You have to pay into the pension.
Is it per year or like monthly?
It's monthly. It's monthly pay.
Just
Yeah.
making sure.
Yeah. No, F yearly thing. You have the pension. You have the pension system. You have the healthcare,
Pension,
and
gross.
you have the residence tax. Okay, so residence tax all goes towards the train systems, the roads, all that stuff. That's what it goes towards. And
Essentials,
right? And keep in mind when you work, your company pays for your public transportation, by the way. So that's always nice. But anyway, so
Who needs transportation when you have a car though? Where's my K car?
You don't need one.
You're just walk.
AutoZam.
So so for the pension per month that I pay right now, if you convert that to in yen, it's 16,000. So that's about $110 a month for the pension system.
Wait a second. It's a pension you're paying that much? Oh, gee. Okay.
Like $106, yeah.
Yeah, it's about $106.
Is there any notion of like a 401k equivalent over there or anything like that?
Some companies do
everyone just
that.
pays into a pension.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. So it all depends on what company you work for, what your job is, and everything. Some companies simply just take it out of your pay before you get paid every month. Which, by the way, you don't get paid every 2 weeks. You get paid every month here. Yeah, you it's not the 2 week thing. So,
But my rent.
Again, your rent's not expensive though.
And even here, like it depends on where you go, really.
Yeah.
It's like
No, it really does.
Weekly,
Like,
bi-weekly, monthly.
Yeah, it changes by company. I'm just being an asshole.
So some companies will some companies do that. Some companies have the equivalent of a 401k that you can work with and everything to put money into on top of the pension system and everything. So you basically get double of that. You'll get, when you turn 65, you'll get both the money from the pension system and the money from your, I'm just going to call it a 401k just to make it simple terms, essentially. So there's that. So that's the second thing you pay into. And then the third, that's the first thing you pay into. Second thing you pay into is the healthcare. That is only 6 months out of the year, actually. I pay currently about $200 a month for my healthcare. So 6 months out of the year. The other 6 I don't pay anything, and it covers the entire year. And I can go anywhere I want for any healthcare thing. I've never had to wait in a long line or anything like that. None of that stuff we all heard as kids and everything like that. And then the third thing, which is the residence tax, that is that's monthly. That's a monthly payment. That's maybe $90, $100 maybe, or something like that for the residence tax. And that's what keeps everything from buses and trains and everything else essentially super cheap. Essentially, so
what I'm hearing is that this place is pretty cool, but my gaijin ass still probably can't live there because I can't speak the fucking language.
I think most.
I can't speak the language to save my life.
Dude, I work with people who can't speak the language to save their life, and they've lived here for 20 years.
I can barely speak English.
And they've lived here for 20 years. So
my fucking mother tongue.
If you lived in Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, Kobe, or Hiroshima, you could live here and not know a nick of Japanese. Like you actually could. I would recommend learning it though. It helps significantly, but you could do it. So
if you want to, including like you say, like rent for like a 2-bedroom for you is like between $500-600 ish.
$525 right now is what I pay.
$525 rough. Okay, $500. So So if okay, this is just great. Hold on,
That's
so
cheap.
I'm just gonna say 525 plus. I'm gonna say 107 for pension and 200 for healthcare, and then 90.
Yeah.
And then 90 for the residents. All that together. That's just like the basic essential stuff to get by. That's 922. That's like just barely above what I pay rent now.
Yep.
Just
and that,
rent
yeah.
alone.
Yeah. And again, and everything I just told you is that covers everything right there. And keep in mind
assume, like,
for things like the
stuff is pretty-
healthcare, you're only paying that 6 months out of the year. The pension's the only thing that you pay. The pension and residence tax is what you pay yearly. You pay it every month. The whole year around, but healthcare you only pay six times out of the year, and the other 6 you don't have to pay. So that's really nice.
You let
Like
it
the only
opt out of the
taxes you
pension?
pay a year?
Yeah, that's it. Like
You don't
in,
pay like income tax in?
I'd have to look back at my pay slip that I get every month. There
Well,
might
I guess
be
I guess it'd be different if like you're self-employed, like
right. Yeah, and that always is a thing, right? Like currently I work with a company, so I might not pay as much for an income tax. Maybe I would pay more if I was self-employed or something like that. I'd have to look at the exact laws here
all
in
of that
Japan.
combined is like 922. I'd say between like 925 to like maybe
Right, but and that's always been the thing. Like you always hear this thing about higher taxes and everything here and everything like that. Which, yes, technically to some extent there is that part of that is true, but I can like the money I earn right now. If you convert that to U.S. dollars, there's no way I could live in the States on that. I can live on that here in Japan, no problem. And still have money to go out, have lunch or dinner if I wanted to, out with friends and everything. I can buy things, all that stuff. Like it's not like, oh my gosh, I pay my money and then I can't do anything. Like that's what I can do.
You could swing that Oklahoma. Not people want to live in Oklahoma. You could swing it.
You could swing that, yeah. So, but no, I think like honestly living in and there's a reason a lot of people right now, not just from the States but other countries, are buying houses over here. Like what they'll do is they'll buy up an old Japanese style house and then they completely tear it down and rebuild it essentially. And then they've got this great area for really cheap rent or / mortgage payments, I guess, however you want to call it. And it's like brand new and like, yeah, they're saving a shit ton of money. So
sounds like it's time for Tallen to invest in foreign investments.
Just for North Carolina, for health insurance, if you wanted to pay for that, like for one person, self-employed kind of thing, or just rent in general, just the lowest tier monthly premium, $482.
thanks.
Jesus.
If you want to go up more, that's almost $800.
Oh, I don't have to deal with any of that shit. So.
Yeah. So yeah, it would cost me way less to live there.
And that's probably what, 12 months out of the year, right? Per month. Like there's no.
Yeah, I have health insurance.
Yeah, I pay the equivalent of $200 a month for my health insurance, 6 months out of the year, and that's it.
$1,200.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to move like ASAP.
I don't know if Bobby's still here, but I know Bobby's going like, God damn it, why have I not moved?
I actually wanted to talk to you at some point about it, but
how hard is it to get over there then?
Huh?
How hard is it to get over there then? If you have financial, like you have the money.
I mean, if you have the income, then all you're really doing after that is applying for your visa. If you can prove that you have a stable income, and when you're applying for your visa, that's it. Now, if you obviously find a job over here, that will sponsor your visa ship. Sponsoring your visa ship is the big thing, right? If you have a company that does that, just move over here. That's all you need, essentially, right?
I feel like the world needs more code monkeys. I could probably fit in there.
You could easily, yes. And then for me, what I'm doing next year is, or I say next year, but it's March essentially, is I'm applying for what's called my permanent residency. And essentially what that does is it upgrades my visa to where, so currently right now, if I change jobs, I then have to get a new visa because they changed this status of my job on the actual visa. But if I just get permanent resident, I can change jobs as often as I want. It actually opens up the job market for me because they don't have to sponsor me for anything. I'm just like, yeah, I already live here permanently. Like, just I want to work in them. Like, all right.
No, that's applicable even in the States. It's a huge.
It's what?
Isn't that just equivalent to being a citizen at that point?
Like the only thing you can't do is
More or
vote.
less?
You can't vote essentially.
Oh shit, you can't vote?
Yeah, you can't vote.
I hardly like voting here anyway, so I don't care.
So But like, so I mean, you know, Gresh lives over here, right? So his company has a parent company over here in Japan, which is what allowed him to easily get his visa and get over here as well. I say as fast as he did, but unfortunately, COVID had other plans.
Right.
So, but yeah. And if you have certain skills that you bring over, depending on your job, if you wanted to say get permanent residency later down the road, some of those you can do it within less than 5 years if you wanted to. I did 10 years simply because I didn't know if I'd be moving back or anything. I didn't know how I was going to like my job or anything like that when I started working here. But 10 years is kind of the sweet spot for me personally, simply because it shows that I've paid my taxes every single year. I've stuck with my job, yada, yada. You know, just not giving them anything to be like, oh, you know, you can still ditch the country and all this stuff. But they've been lessing, you know, all that stuff has gone less and less now. So, but I'm not moving because I'm not leaving my cat. Bobby, you can bring a cat over, no problem.
I want to bring my dogs.
Bring your dogs, yeah.
I would probably end up having to like maybe get a 2-bedroom just for the dogs, just have a little bit of space.
Yeah.
Living
Honestly,
room, I can make that an office space. So
yeah, easily. I mean, that's what I do. So one of the bedrooms is where we sleep, and then the second room is kind of a living room / office room. So office being where I do all my YouTube stuff and all that. And then next to me, to my left, is our TV, and then there's a couch behind me that you can see right now. So yeah, you can do all that easily.
Make it sound so easy.
I've been wanting to move to Japan
I'm
for such a
simplifying
long
it.
time.
I definitely will say I'm simplifying it, but
Well, I'm sure there's a little more to it than that, obviously.
there is, but at the same time there isn't. Like, again, if you want to get over here, there are means to get you over here with little issues, I would say.
I mean, you can go there for 3 months without a visa, so you have 3 months to basically get one. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah, if you came over with a plan, you know, just without the visa to get over here, and then you found something or someone to hire you, essentially, yeah, you could, usually could. But you would have to but you would have to do, and some people have tried to do that before, but unfortunately what they end up doing is for the first like month and a half, they're going out and buying shit and partying and just, you know, acting like
having a good old time.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about that.
Right.
I hate partying, to be honest.
Right.
Unless it's with friends, but like by myself, nah, I'm good.
But then they realize like, oh crap, I've only got a month left. And then you realize that it takes a month just to get like an apartment situation all done, depending on where you're trying to live. Tokyo is obviously a little easier compared to some areas.
Some places like have a hard, like give you a harder time, like if you're a foreigner too.
Right. Some places do. It is getting better year by year. I mean, I'm sure people who try to get in
more people are assuming like, oh, more people are coming here. Maybe
right. Exactly. More people are coming and everything. More people are more open to having foreigners live there. I know the ones that will definitely not, or have a very hard time at finding a place are the ones who are coming over as university students, because those are the ones who will dip immediately, like after a certain amount of time. Like they'll tell people, because like most places here are saying like, you know, hey, you're going to be here for a minimum of a year or 2 years. And they're like, oh yeah, no, I totally will. And then they're in college and they dip like 6 months later, because, you know, that's when their student visa expires, right? And then next thing you know, all these things are left over. So
so they just lie to them then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Like
Bobby
they know
had a
their
hard time
visa's gonna expire and stuff.
Well, Bobby, that sounds like you just need to knock your cat out for a good 24 hours, get him on the plane, and boom. All you gotta do, man.
Kitty Ambien.
Cocaine.
I mean, imagine
cocaine's
for one
illegal
person
here, so
Is it legal there?
Shit. Like
no booger sugar over there.
Any of that stuff that's starting to go legal in the States, yeah, that's still all illegal here.
I don't think.
Wait, what is it? What'd you say?
Cocaine, marijuana, anything like that.
I don't think booger sugar is going to be ever legal in the States. Ganja, sure, but not booger sugar.
What about the deltas? The delta gummy thing.
Delta.
That's not technically weed, actually.
Oh, the CBD stuff? That stuff?
Yeah, like there's just CBD oil. Like you can buy that stuff on Amazon.
Yeah, probably.
I assume that's fine.
I'm assuming that's fine too.
Like I give CBD to my dog because of her seizures. So
Right.
It's actually shown to be very good for that kind of stuff.
I'm just gonna buy like a bulk amount of it and shove it into a plane. Just be like, let's go.
What's that?
Just shove it into my bag.
Doesn't stink of ganja. What is it? Don't worry about it.
It doesn't.
There you go, Bobby.
Like
Yeah,
No, it's not going to.
Hers is chicken flavored, so it smells.
It smells actually probably worse than ganja.
Oh, it's not. It does not smell nice.
Yeah, like pet anything like that just stinks so bad, but pets love it. Don't get it. Don't understand it. It stinks so bad.
I give it to her one time a day, but I could give it to her more. I probably could, but she's fine with one. And I had to get her like joint supplements and stuff.
Hey, how old are your dogs right now?
Cora is 6, and Freya is like 5 or something. I don't know how old exactly Freya is because she's a rescue, so I don't.
Right.
I didn't know her exact age, but around 5.
Around 5
or 6.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay. That's about the age that we adopted one of our dogs back when I was a kid. She was about 6 years old. She was severely overweight, and we had to really get her down. And it took a long time to get her to a good spot.
And Freya was very fluffy, but she was not over. She was underweight quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
She's doing good. She's a snuggle bug.
I told my wife, I said,
not.
after we get a house and everything, and like we're getting a dog, and she's like, okay.
Husky.
You know, as much as I would love to get a husky, because I used to have a golden husky when I was a kid, I would never want a husky in Tokyo heat during the summer. I don't want to put him through that.
That's true.
So if I was living up north in like Hokkaido or something, yeah, 100% would get a husky. Would 100% get a husky. But unfortunately, I would not get one for Tokyo. Just like, nope, not happening.
That's the only thing I wouldn't know what to do is like where to go to live at, like moving there first, or where
Well, again,
to focus
it depends.
on going to.
A lot of it will come down to your
Jobs.
Well, yeah, your job, and then also where you want to live, essentially. So if you say, for example, don't mind, like for me personally, I don't live in the center of Tokyo. I live about a 25-minute train ride west of Tokyo, essentially. That's also why my rent's a little cheaper. But I mean,
Well, you're outside of the city.
right? I'm outside the city, but
I would not want to live in the city.
right. and I've always been the same way. But I mean, I've got a nice view of Mount Fuji, so
That's always good.
yeah. Ow. But yeah, so doing that is obviously, gonna make a difference in everything. And then also there are actually quite a bit of English speaking, like not only doctors but vets and pretty much anything you can find. Like you can find it. It's always funny though, because like, and I don't think it's just here in Japan, but I know it's in other countries that are obviously smaller than the States, where if you say, oh yeah, it takes you an hour to get from here to here, us in the States are like, oh, okay, an hour, that's not that long. And then you see an hour to somebody else and you're just like, holy crap, that's long. Like it's a 10-minute walk from my place to the train station that we go to. And that's not long at all, but you will actually find people here who would be like, yeah, that's a little too long. I need like a 3-minute commute at most. And I'm just like, okay.
Hell, if I couldn't get something with the self-employed that I have now, I'd probably like go be like just get a small like convenience store job or something. Be like just to have something else.
Yeah, I can't
to have the reference, I guess.
I can't do the commuting. 2 hours one way. No, done.
That's what my dad used to do.
Yeah, I know. I remember seeing him on my commute. He's still doing it. I can't do it. Not anymore. Can't do it. It's too fucking long. I've been doctrinated into rolling out of bed and jumping on the computer. Well, actually, it's more like rolling out of bed, jumping on the exercise bike, then going on the computer. But you get what I'm saying.
I don't imagine you don't. I mean, for 2 people, probably maybe, but well, you're streaming for me.
Okay. Well, so like the individual channels are showing that everything's still up and working just fine, but on the actual site itself, it's not. It's acting like I'm not.
I don't know.
I don't know either. So okay.
It was weird.
I haven't played here in forever.
Dun, 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 dun.
This is a GameCube track, wasn't it?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I think so.
I missed Double Dash. Double Dash was amazing.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.
We need a Double
Yeah,
Dash
I think-
mode in the next Mario Kart, and we need our custom item lemon that we thought of.
Oh, the purple shell?
Yeah, the purple shell. We need the purple shell.
I feel like the double dash mode's a bit more realistic.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I feel like you should dump battle and just do double dash mode.
Honestly,
I
they
don't know how
should.
to-
I don't know who plays battle anymore.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's just a case of I'm just anecdotal, like I just don't know anyone, but like I don't really know anyone who plays battle mode. I never liked battle mode. Growing up, no one ever wanted to play battle mode.
It
Yeah, I
had
feel like we
its
turned it-
moments when we were kids because that was like the only thing in terms of multiplayer besides local races. Everything was local, right?
Yeah.
But,
But,
especially
like-
nowadays, like, yeah, no one really plays battle anymore.
Well, I feel like we turned battle on, like, this is kind of lame. Let's go back to a race. All right.
Yeah.
Or, it's kind of lame. Let's turn Smash Bros. On, which is more common. Usually it just ended up, this sucks. So let's Smash Bros. Maybe bitch and moan about Kirby's toe kicks. Talking the OG Smash Bros. Fuck, Kirby's too strong. So
Yeah, I
peaceful.
definitely played more Smash Bros on the N64 than I did the Mario Kart.
No, I played a lot of Mario Kart on 64.
I didn't have an N64. I just went over to my friends all the time. So
Not really. I got too into Smash Bros. Honestly until Melee, but we played a lot of Mario Kart.
we played
some Smash
ton
Bros.
of the original Smash Brothers. Trying to play on those funky 64 controllers, man.
I love those controllers. They're weird in the best kind of way. I don't know if I like them now. I still don't know what the point of the D-pad is, but most games didn't use it, so I didn't care.
Get water during this map picking thing.
Run, 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 run. Oops. Wah, wah.
Whew, I made it.
Hallelujah.
Holy crap, I've been live for 3 hours.
Jesus mío.
All right, I'd probably go for another like 10, 15 minutes. Ended at the top of the hour.
Okie dokes.
PlayStation Portal, new in box, ships fast. $260 plus $15 shipping.
Jesus Christ. I can't pay for shipping. Like Amazon's indoctrinating to the idea of not paying for shipping, and it's just kind of ruined for shipping anywhere else.
I think the most I pay for shipping is like next day, like $2, and that's it.
Get bent, Tallen. Next day, $2.
Yep. Like
Get bent
90% of
again.
stuff I buy on Amazon, like it will be like, oh, you want to pay $2 extra and we'll deliver it tomorrow, and pick the time that it delivers at your door. I'm like, yeah, sure.
You know, it's funny that Amazon's like, yeah, buy Amazon Prime, you get next day shipping or 2-day shipping. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't remember last time they had 2-day shipping. So I'm paying out the ass for the service that I ain't getting.
Every
But-
time I order something, it's usually like get it by tomorrow or today at like 8 a.m., 8 p.m. Unless it's like something like big.
Just getting hosed then, I guess.
I think you are.
Sucks. Getting hosed in the home fucking state. That Bezos left Washington. He just doesn't care about the state anymore.
I know I have like a warehouse like.
Oh, he left
down
Washington?
the road or something.
Yeah. So Jeff Bezos left Washington because he didn't want to pay, because there's a pseudo income tax now in Washington. Make over X amount of money. And he's like, yeah, I'll dip. I'm out. So he moved to Miami.
All right, so he'll be swimming with the fishes in a few years then.
Yeah, about. I think it's a bit longer than years, but I don't think he's out in the Keys. That's all I'm saying. Keys, yeah, the Florida Keys are probably gone next probably decade, but mainland Florida's probably.
Does anyone else get like itchy feeling whenever you buy like a memory card off of Amazon, hoping it's not fake?
I do that with, well, not fake, but just busted. Like I'm just any part like that. I'm always paranoid.
Yeah, I would say busted
fake.
anything.
Mine isn't like busted. It's because it's fake. Because I got a memory card for my PSP a long time ago, but it was a fake one.
Oh,
Like it would not read, would not do anything. It was a like fake micro SD. So I'm always like, I'm ordering. If it says ships from and sold by Amazon, that's the only place it's coming from.
So the problem with that is the ship from and sold from Amazon doesn't necessarily mean it's from,
I know,
which is the bitch, because I'm saying that like every item in olives in the same bin. So like the ship from Amazon, olives in the same bin. So it's sold from Amazon, sold from third party, same bin. So if assholes are dropping shit into that same bin, Amazon will sell you bullshit items too. Just like motherfucker. So I don't know. I've been fortunate on the Amazon because they're pretty good about the return policy. As long as it's not, you don't abuse it too much, they'll take it back and they'll even ship you the new items. They just keep the old one. It's bust. I don't care. We don't want it back.
I don't buy from it. If it has to be a third party, it has to be covered by Amazon, it has to be primed by Amazon, and it cannot be below a 97% rating.
Oh, for sure. 97, that's low. Like 99. I'm like, fuck.
97 is my lowest point. I prefer 98, 99 at least.
Oh yeah,
that would be my sweet spot if I had to go below 100. But if it's a 100, that's the best one. But they can't be 100 and have like 2 reviews.
You gotta check the review count too.
It's like if they have like 30,000 reviews and they're like a 97, I'd be like, they're probably all right.
They're probably all right. Yeah, for something like that, I'd be the same. I'd be like, you know what, probably all right.
As long as Amazon's covering it, I'm okay. Yeah. Apparently, Amazon has a thing for their like your influencer accounts that where you can become like a Vine voice, which basically is like you can request certain products in their like little inventory to get for free.
Oh, is that how those free reviews come from? It's from that?
It's not like you could pick anything. It's like only the select things that are in there, which is a lot of cheap looking shit. So, but I have the Vine voice, and I'm like, maybe I should give it a try.
What's the worst that could happen? You get a bunch of shit you don't want? Oh, I have no use for this item, but it's well made, I guess. 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
Didn't break when I tried stretching it.
Video games, I didn't see these. Oh, stickers.
Yeah.
Head strap compatible with MetaQuest. If I see a VR headset in here for free, I'm like, send it to me. I have to do a review if I do it though. That's the caveat to it.
Well, if it's any kind of technology stuff, we'll throw it on the direct
if
channel.
anyone gets the, isn't it the ROG Ally, the Steam Deck equivalent from Asus, right?
Yes.
I think it's what it is, yeah.
I can get cases. They have cases on here and be like, yo, if anyone gets one of those, I'll give it to you when I'm done with it.
How do you review a case? You drop it works, it's
does.
great.
You go to the second floor of your house, you drop it the window. If it breaks, that means the case isn't very good.
Silicone case for Pokemon Go Plus with a wrist strap.
Okay.
Willick wristbands compatible with Just Switch dance game.
Hey, Just Dance is legit shit. pretty
Wall
hardcore
mount for
scene.
PS4 series. God.
I see people do that. They wall mount their consoles. Like what?
I see
What's
wall
this
mounting
about?
for the PS5. It's like that's cool, I guess. If you want to be one of those people like anal about your wiring.
Yeah, no, not me. My desktop's a mess. My home theater's a mess. Don't care. I'm just watching the television screen. Don't even look at the case.
The kicker is the craze of the your PS5 is vertical, it's gonna die. Like no, it's not.
I mean, the only thing I've heard of is just the whole liquid metal thing.
That's what I mean. Well, if the liquid metal gets into anything else, and
I mean, yeah, it'll short out, but I mean, you're just as likely for that liquid metal to short out anything else on horizontal as it spreads out when it gets hot.
I can get a bunch of free routers.
I would be very careful about that.
I don't know who Gbit is, so I wouldn't.
Especially if it's a bunch of cheap Chinese brands, because that's
USB-C
called
hub.
Wireshark.
Hey, if I can get some USB-C hubs, I mean,
Also
for
Wireshark.
MacBook. What's the? There's like no rating on it. That's not sketch.
That's not sketchy at all. No, clearly.
I'm scared to
That's
plug
why
anything
it's
into my laptop.
free.
I literally
Anything
wall mounted my
compute.
Switch, and I'm getting a PS5 mount for Christmas because I am OCD about my cable routing.
There you go.
Sounds like
I mean,
someone needs to
I
pay
don't
more
say it
attention
doesn't
to
look nice. It looks nice when people do it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to.
Yeah, I'm paying attention.
I like how my system's set up right now. I'm not gonna touch it.
Mine's horizontal and on the desk.
Mine's vertical on my
Tuesday.
desk. But yeah.
Done consoles or computers.
Night vision backup camera. Okay.
All right, now we're talking.
The quality probably is ass. It
Oh,
says
shite.
1080p, but is it really?
Well, you can do 1080p screen with like 10 pixels. And it's still 1080p. It's just very well defined 10 pixels.
Oh, I should just get an AirPods case.
Oh, man,
Since I don't have one
AirPods.
for one.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, all of these items have like no reviews.
Isn't the point? Isn't that why they're putting that on there so they
Probably,
get rid
because it's like, "Here, we'll give it to you for free.
Hey, guinea pig, get to work.
I hate these Ethernet splitters. These things don't do anything.
I mean,
So
technically they do. They make your connection.
might as well
worse.
just get an Ethernet switch. Get a switch.
Get a switch or a hub.
Don't get a dumbass.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say I have a
splitter.
hub. That's what I have.
Well, see, hubs are safe in your situation, Tom, because you live in your own place. But people really shouldn't. Switches are cheap enough. Just buy a switch. They're safer. 'Cause hubs literally share the content. Like everyone on the hub can see your data. So if you're at a library, don't connect to the hub. Do the switch. That's my security advice of the night. Also, don't
4K
plug into
HDMI splitter. Okay, let's see. We're talking. Oh, this one does have some reviews. 54. Why? It's a 10 port.
10.
I
wait,
might
what?
just give me that.
10 HDMI port splitter.
Oh, it's a okay. I can pick from which ones, but I can only choose the 4-port splitter.
That's a
already
lot
have
of
a- I-
ports, though.
I already have a splitter because I had to buy one for my PS5 to remove the HDCP off of it.
So it's like for like a home theater without a receiver kind of thing. Like so you can just split the HDMI into one
it's
TV.
well, no, it's multiple HDMI inputs. The one
To
coming out
one
from
output.
one, and then then you swap which input you want.
Okay.
Yeah,
so it's
that's
like
what
okay.
mine is. Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a receiver kind of thing. We just switch the inputs. So they want like the one output. Okay.
501 SD card reader.
I have mine. Yeah, mine's a 4. So my PS5, my Switch, and my PC go into the splitter, and that goes into my capture card in my PC, and then it goes into the monitor.
A
That sounds
screen
handy.
protector for a 24-inch monitor. Okay.
Screen protector. Okay.
Don't throw shit at your monitor. Like,
Yeah, like monitors, you really shouldn't be touching it all. Like it's.
and it's
the
probably a
point.
cheap screen protector that's probably gonna leave shit all over your screen.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be adhesive all over that screen, and bubbles
Dude,
too.
a lot of these things in here, like there's like a lot of like projector lamp modules in here, like just the like replacements, I guess. It's like I don't want these.
Like dumps the lumens down from like 1,000 to 500.
USB-C to MagSafe 140 watt charging adapter. I don't like MagSafe though.
What's wrong with MagSafe?
I just don't like it.
Oh, okay. There's a reason.
I just don't like wireless charging in general. It's slow as shit.
I like wireless charging, but only because I can just drop it on my charger overnight. It's shitty in the middle of the day because it's so slow.
I've never had a battery issue on my 15 Pro Max, so it doesn't die during the day.
Well, shit, it's brand new. It better not goddamn die in the middle of the day.
Well, even my 14 Pro Max didn't die, and it's 99% capacity left. So after a year or so.
That's another reason I'm finally getting a new phone, because I have the 12 Pro right now. That battery is,
Yeah,
What's
like,
your battery health at?
I think 70, 60,
No,
I
it's
think.
not. Oh, Jesus. Okay, 70 not terrible. I think
I'll
my
check after this race.
I think my 13 was like at 90 or something.
I mean, I've had my 12 Pro now for almost over 3 years, I think.
That's one more than two. Why would you not buy a new phone after two?
I just didn't need to. I mean, I wasn't covering mobile games anymore, so.
Get that 120 hertz guy.
Well, now I'm going to.
Man, I have never put a mobile. I've never put mobile games on my iPhone, but the only reason I've gone through the 13, 14, and 15 Pro Max is because of T-Mobile's jump upgrade.
I used to do that
every year.
I remember when Lemon, you used to do that.
every couple of months. I get a new Android phone. Man, that was fun. A lot of cool shit those days, like the LG.
Yeah,
like,
you
V-series.
tried all the phones out.
Oh yeah, I loved it. Like the original like LG V20, V30s. Oh, they're so cool because they have like two screens on them and stuff. Oh man, I miss those days. And then you'd buy a
So
new.
just send the old phone back, get a new one.
Oh, say I just went to the store and did it. But yeah, so you shouldn't too. Yeah, dude, those were. I love doing that back in the day.
The only problem is with my 14 Pro Max, they, for whatever reason, they removed my Protection 360, which is a requirement for jump upgrades. It got removed from my 14 Pro Max, can't be re-added back. So I had to pay off my 14 Pro Max just before I could get the 15 Pro Max.
Sounds like they fucked around and you had to find out for it. What the hell's up with
I
that?
didn't know that I needed Protection 360. I've always had it on my phone, so I never.
Yeah, I didn't know you
get
could.
worried.
Well, it's weird that they would let you take it off even by accident. Maybe it was on. Maybe they just didn't want
I had
you
to get
to
it.
get the deal.
I had it taken off, but I didn't ask for it removed entirely because my account kept saying I had two of them active, two Protection 360s on the same phone. So I was like, "Can you remove it? Like, can you remove one?" But I guess they ultimately removed both of them, and I just didn't think anything of it until I had to jump upgrade.
Yeah, I will say the jump on demand business was kind of jank at times, just because like there's sometimes I pay like double fees for it and stuff, and yeah, it wasn't the most seamless of plans.
Double
what I remember.
fees.
So, because if you got the phone, so if you replaced the phone in the middle of the month, you'd have to pay the normal jump price plus there's like an upgrade fee at the time. You have to pay, but I had to pay like twice one time for both the jump plan for the phones at the same
Yeah,
time.
because you have to pay to get your phone lease basically down to the jump upgrade amount.
And for some reason, I never had to. Well, no. So on the plan I had, I never had to do that. It was just you just have a perpetual lease on it, right? You just the lease would just never end because you keep upgrading the phone. But there's something where it's like the first 3 or 4 phones I had, I didn't have to pay this fee, but the fourth time I did, it was like $30 or $40, and I called them up, and they're like, "You didn't have to pay this previous?" Like, no, I never had to pay any extra fee for upgrading. Like, oh, you're supposed to have done this every time. Like, what? Oh, okay. All right, shit.
You got to pay it all right now.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck off. Yeah, no. And then like Android kind of went to shit, and I just stopped doing that. So I just, because it's more expensive to do that whole on demand. I'm not sure it is anymore, but back in the day it was. So I just stopped doing it.
This will be my last race, Lemon, by the way.
Okie dokes.
Yeah, I basically just had usually by the time the new iPhone comes out, I'm already within the down lease amount to where I'm just like, okay, let's switch it. It's been like a full year of paying. So then it's like, okay. I'm not mad that I got to keep my 14 though, so it's like I'll always have it to do something with, or just to have an extra iPhone. Just to, maybe I'll probably throw games on it or something, just to, or remote play. Hell, just get the back remote play on it.
There you
we go. I got a PlayStation Portal.
Permanent portal. There you go.
Ooh, an HDMI switch with. No, that's not. Why the fuck does it say 7 for?
Trying to get you.
I
You
do.
go up to 7, but it's not the actual one that's 7 that they want to let me get. Oh no, I can choose the 7 port one.
Do
I might
it.
be like,
Do
yo,
it.
request.
Yeah, do it. I want to see. I want to see this now.
What do the reviews say on it? 14 reviews. The 7 port one is $53. What is 2P audio
Wait, is that 7 input or output?
input? 7 input, 1 output.
Okay. Yeah, you always gotta be careful which one you're getting.
Usually usually if they specify 7, it's usually input. It goes up to 4K 60 hertz to 2160.
Oh, so it's like it's pre 2.0 then?
It is 2.0. So I don't.
There's not a lot of
switcher from the
2.1s
PS5.
actually, Lemon. I'm just letting you know.
The one I have is 2.1.
I know.
I can send it to you.
My receiver's only 2.0.
Can you send me
I'm very
the
salty
link? I want
about
to
it.
see that one.
Yeah, let me
Mine's like
find
2.2.
my- Let me find. I think I've got it. I got it in 2022, didn't I? Yeah, did I? I did. There it is. No, it is a 2.1. Mine's a 2.0 splitter. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. When I looked for mine, I was looking for one that was able to do HDCP 2.2 because that was the PS5.
Oh gosh.
I didn't care about
Wait,
HDMI
2.2 is a thing now?
Yeah.
HDCP. There's different.
PS5 upgraded HDCPs.
Yeah, the HDCP number is different than HDMI, right?
I mean, if you still want the splitter, I can send it to you.
Yeah, send it
It's a
my
good
way. I'll
splitter.
take a look at it still.
Unless you're rocking like a 4K 120 hertz, you really don't need more than 2.0.
Right.
I
All
don't-
right, guys. Well, we're gonna end the stream there. Thank you so much for everyone that joined us. Had a lot of awesome conversations. Got almost 3.5 hours. So, anyway, depending on where you are, thank you so much for joining us today. And if you enjoyed the content, then make sure to hit that follow button, sub button, wherever you happen to be. And until next time, everyone, we'll catch you all in the next one.